understand.
We understand.
We understand.
I shall stand tall.
I shall stand tall.
We understand tall.
We understand tall.
I shall stand out.
I shall stand out.
We understand out.
We understand out.
I shall be outstanding.
I shall be outstanding.
We outstanding.
We outstanding.
I shall be a standard.
I shall be a standout.
I don't know maybe you get that.
Definitely.
Listen to me. Moses dropped his rod and the Egyptians, felt like, no, if I just drop rod, then all of us have been the snake thing. But when somebody's snake swallowed another one, you are becoming a word. Somebody is imagining a body star after here in the name of Jesus. I can't hear you. Now see, it's not until we hit our head on something that we are praying. We're actually speaking positive words into our life right now. Is somebody ready for that? You are transmitting, you are not transmitting transmission. I'm not talking about that other guy. You're moving. It's a metamorphosis. I tell Emmanuel. Where others fall. I shall stand. Where others stand. I shall stand tall. Where others stand tall. I shall stand out. Where others stand out. I shall be outstanding. Where others are outstanding. I shall be a standard. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Let's take our seat. I just want to say a word about that video. And I'm very happy all of us saw it. The government official, rather than make his people push that log of wood away from the road, they actually made him skip or jump. But it took a very small boy. He was in the rain, he was pushing. That small boy is somebody here. In that field that you are, I don't know what it is. That small boy kept pushing and his colleague came joining. And before you know it, everybody joined. In this little corner of Ikeja, we are pushing that log of wood. And very soon the whole world will join us. The government is not our problem. We won't wait for the government. I don't know, maybe somebody understands. We're not going to wait for the government. I'm not here to talk. I'm not part of the speakers. I'm sure you know. We are not part of the speakers. Please, let me hand over. Thank you.
Round of applause for you, please. Round of applause for you, please. Thank you so much. Where others are standing out and they are standing, me go be standard.
Yeah. No, they shame me now. You know how to
standard.
Why you call they shame me now?
So last week, everything when they do na memory. How many give your memory attention? I don't understand. Now your memory must be up to 1 trillion.
Is it not?
I've been a terabyte. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Alright, I want to specially recognize again guests that are here. The next item we want to take place now is the plenary session, and that is actually the time where we would be opportune to also listen to some persons we have been looking out for over our flyers that has been going on, flying around. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to go straight to the plenary session, and this session again will be taken care of by my own brother, Shegun Olawe. But at about time, I would want to invite our guests to take their appropriate seats. And there are times I would always want to pray for opportunities to also share table or share shoulder or rub shoulders with some great men. Because some of us also very privileged to listen to them while they were in school. I didn't attend Covenant. In fact, the school where I go said not the federal map. But today, I've been privileged to also listen to somebody that didn't just attend. They also passed through and also was instrumental to many of the graduates that passed through that session. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to move straight to this. I am trying to get the right signal, but think I need to move on. Okay. Alright, let me do this, please. Sorry for taking you aback. I want to take the instrumental, and somebody will be doing justice to that. The effort of the organizers is to make sure that there is no boring moments for any second. And so, ladies and gentlemen, somebody I have seen, whether he's sax or gun, he shall want to blow something. But ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate the young man. He's having the sax on his neck, and I hope one day I'll get to learn some of this skill.
Yes.
so much. That is a beautiful one. Now we are getting along. I have issue with the two rows from the front behind our guest. Those two persons, those rows, they didn't stand up, but right from that backwards, everybody on their feet. I'm on the look. We must all get this vibe. This spirit, this Holy Spirit, it will enter our body. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to specially invite to the side of the hall panelists, and there are persons you would want to listen to. They don't collect your mic. They have collected your biscuits. While she's waiting for her own mic, let me specially recognize my brother, Shepherd God's Baby. He's an OAP from Eco FM and a life coach. A round of applause for you, please. God bless you. When you see them, that's why they go look smallish like this. If they pour that thing come out, you will not want to miss it. Did they just say, there's something spectacular about them. If they're not too short, they go small. But if you hear what they come out of their mouth, you go catch it. See this God baby now, if that guy talking. You run your mic now. Now so I brought Shola here. Look at Shola just by. Bros, tell me your next event we are coming. See Olive too. As though she looks small, but then she's coming right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I say a special welcome to you, God's baby. God bless you so much. Let me also specially recognize my brother. I just cited him now. And when you hear Ajirebi, you know what it means.
Yes.
You who know the meaning of Ajirebi? You told mommy I'm a Delta near. I'm a Delta near. Hey yo, Ajirebi. Ajirebi. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please, with special honor, recognize and mention my brother Daily Fago. Your round of applause for him, please. You most welcome. God bless you. Yes. Bros, that selfie, you must take that selfie. I have been looking for that selfie today. God bless you. Thank you so much. You two want to take selfie? Ladies and gentlemen, please, with so much joy and happiness at heart, I want to welcome to this side of the door some special individual that will be taking charge of the next session, and you would not want to miss out of this segment. Wow. Alright. If you are privileged to be on this team, you are indeed a blessing. Can we please specially celebrate as I welcome to this side of the hall? He will be speaking from the elders' angle. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Olumuyiwa Oludayo. Round of applause for him, please. Round of applause for him, please. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the former registrar of Covenant University. You're most welcome. Bless you. Thank you so much.
We celebrate you, sir.
Thank you. Now, registrar.
Before we come, I know.
Then they sign your certificate.
I'll follow you, sir.
Sign your. They will sign your university certificate and give you pass. You go with that.
He's jealous.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Yes, she is on the elder side. I'm on the youth side. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to this side of the earth on the youth side, Mrs. Olufumi. Yes, our youth Amorawa. Celebrate her, please. Round of applause, please. Amorawa. Youth attacks. God bless you. Thank you so much. You're most welcome.
She's beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome right on stage, also from the youths. She'll be speaking from the youth angle. May I welcome Pastor Nkoyo Egbedi. Round of applause for her, please. You're most welcome, mommy. Thank you so much. Now you mentioned Delta, no problem. We are coming back. A round of applause, you're welcome, please. God bless you. Alright, joining them quickly again is ladies and gentlemen, I want to also welcome Mr. Femi Imano. Round of applause for him, please. Round of applause for him, please. Elder segment, please. Yes. We know where we are driving to. When we get there, you understand this really is elder angle or youth angle.
He said he's a children.
He's a child. It's alright, ladies and gentlemen. Can I also quickly welcome to this side of the Mr. Obakon. I hope I am right with that line.
Mr. Obafemi Obakon.
Talk through, you know before. Mr. Obafemi Obakon, you're most welcome. Celebrate the place. Celebrate the place, Obakon. You're most welcome. Thank you so much. From the other segment too. Celebrate the place. We know who the others are. Deep inside we know.
Welcome, Mr.
Finally, may I welcome please Mr. Abiodun. Put the second name to it.
Wait a second.
And I dare you follow.
Don't you put my hand like that.
Mr. Abiodun Mabadeje. A round of applause for him, Mr. Welcome. Thank you so much. Celebrate the place, celebrate the place.
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much.
Mr. Abiodun Mabadeje.
His look right from that seat has been so encouraging. Every time I make my line, I get to see teacher and say, you do well, continue. Bros, don't stop. Be shaking your head like that for me. Alright, we've had our own share and we've had our own time. In fact, if they check all the pictures, now we appear past inside. And so, right about time for us to go and sign the marriage registry. I'll be registered. We'll go sign our certificate.
You know, we just took the vows and we are walking out of the act.
Please welcome to take charge of this segment, Shegun Olawoye. Round of applause for him, please. A round of applause for him, please. When you see my way, Sabi, I will celebrate her. Listen.
Should we begin by saying praise the Lord? Because we're in the church. So I welcome everybody, and I want to especially say I'm privileged to be sitting here on the hot seat. To my left, some intellectual giants, and to my right, another sea of big hydra-headed people who are going to turbulently turn this place upside down now. The reason is that when we talk about development, there are always two sides. The adults always want to maintain status quo. Am I correct? Because they love peace. But the people who are constantly yearning for change are the young people in the society. As a result, there's a conflict. While on one side, some people are yelling that we have to change this thing, it's no longer acceptable. On the other side, they will say, see, we don't want wahala. One of the places where we have demonstrated this over time is on campuses of universities, polytechnics, other tertiary institutions, where it's a community that accommodates both the young and the old. The students are yearning, we not go agree, we want this thing to happen, we don't want that. The management will be like, calm down, what is your problem? We have experience, we have been there. It's not like that. It's a graduate, they'll be like, look at China, look at Ethiopia, look at this, look at that. As a result, they'll start arguing. That argument is what we have brought forward today, for the society to move forward. Who is the harbinger? Who propels it? Who steers it? And I want to say, Sir and Mars, you're welcome. Please take it easy on them. and this is the youth side. Interesting. And this is the other side. I would like hope. Okay, if these are the youths, if these are the elders and these are the youths, what am I? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be starting from let's start from the youth. Let's start from the youth. And I will start by asking, sir, why do you choose to speak for youth?
I think the answer is very simple. In fact, the topic talks about the paradigm shift.
Yes.
Now, first and foremost, you must understand that the problems that we are facing today, the thinking that brought us there cannot take us out of it. We must have a new level of thinking. It has to be addressed by a new level, a new kind of thinking. It is not analog thinking. It has to be digital.
Where was that digital when analog started? Mommy, answer that. Where was that digital when analog started?
Nothing is constant. Nothing is constant. There's always a change. The change came when digital came. It evolves and it's still evolving. Where we are staying right now, tomorrow will not be there. We're moving ahead. So we can't be the same thing. Can't be doing the same thing and expecting change. There must be a change.
There has to be a change. But the question is, where was digital?
Where was digital?
When
It evolved.
was doing it.
It evolved.
Okay.
You say where was digital when analog was reigning or was in control? It's very simple. Digital was inside analog, and that is what now it has come to manifest.
Should I speak in tongue now? Digital was inside analog, but you don't believe that analog can drive that digital, that paradigm shift. Okay, mommy, I will pause for a moment here. I want to come here. You just heard it. Okay. Money. Digital people. They are running away from microphone. Analog about your digital thing. Okay, let's start with, why do you think that the paradigm shift cannot be led by the digital? You are analog.
Yes.
Why do you think it has to be led by you and not the digital? Why you no one come out?
There had always been this argument of if the egg came before the chicken or the chicken came before the egg. And then side by side, looking at the analogy of the cake and the icing, you may like the cake because the icing is beautiful, but excuse me, you can eat the cake without the icing. You still win, and now we be the cake. You saw those digital people, now only icing them be.
No, I'm not a theory person.
Okay.
You understand? Because you are saying this now to arouse them, to make them clap, but they don't clap. Talk.
After clap, we have clap.
What I'm saying is this.
Okay.
Argue for why it has to be the analog that determines the paradigm shift. Leave cake and icing.
Let's be more practical. We've given digital opportunities in this country. Yaya Bello is nonsense. The youngest governor in Kogi State.
How many have you given now? You are only citing
Hold on.
one.
Bankole, Jimeji Bankole, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, very young person. We expected him to represent the youth. But I beg to disagree that the age was more of a cage.
No. When you want to give samples, two persons are not representative sample of 140 million people. It's not possible. There are young people who are doing well as pastors in Redeemed Christian Church of God. You are not citing those ones.
Okay.
There are young persons who are doing well as pilots.
Okay.
Do they put old people inside pilots?
Okay.
Inside the plane to be captaining, to be piloting the plane? You are not citing people who have been used by the same analog people, who have been imposed by the same analog people. What do you think will guide them? What do you think will drive them? Let the digital people drive the change by themselves, and let's see digital process in place by itself. So that is just to say sorry and not accept that example.
Okay.
So what I want to say is, if you want to cite anything, cite example outside of politics where we have had other young persons take roles, not politics where we have not even had young persons take role.
Okay. I will give you more instances. Even though I will still want to talk it, because we're looking at paradigm shift as far as the nation is concerned.
Yes.
There's no way we will talk about leadership and politics.
Yes.
Now I'll give a good instance. Very, very good friends of mine. Thank God you know them too. Look at how they could not form alliance. Young political parties, young people who came on the platforms of young new parties, they could not form any alliance. Now wait, hold on. See, even the INEC that tried to merge their pact, obviously, who represents we the elders, had to come out because she was frustrated they could not do anything.
By who? That's number one. Yes, God bless you. By who?
Okay.
Whilst we are not against change, what we're saying is that No be small thing. What we're saying is, don't run too fast to kill yourself before your destiny. If we allow the youth to take over the economy, my brother, as we speak now, Nigeria will be burning. Because a little thing, they react. They don't respond. They react. But for the elders, you're saying, take it, kulu kulu, kulu temper. Most of the issues we have had in this nation is because somebody is not willing to listen. They have their own mindset. So if you say we should allow them, what we are saying is that we will have burned down the old nation before we now start thinking to say, wow, why didn't I wait? There is a reason why you have elders. There is a reason why you have elders. And no matter how digitalized you are, you cannot cheat your experience. And you cannot buy it. So let's try and understand this thing. We're not saying don't change. Let us groom you. Learn from the people that are seen it. For example, Baba Yabo. You may not like him. I tell people, you may not like him. You may not like his face. But can you fault his job? Who has brought you more development? Today, we're all carrying phones.
Can I comment on that?
Please comment.
That's a wonderful speech, and that's really nice, what you just said. But there's a limit to when elders should run and let the youth take over. When you don't share your experience, when are you going to allow them to learn from it? There's a stage to productive life of each individual. And when you still keep on going as if you know tomorrow, when is the youth going to learn about it? The youth that we're talking about now starts from 15 years old. Between 15 years to 30, that's your peak period. Nobody should ask you to go and wait behind when you can make use of that wonderful time. What were those days? When youth hide in the room, they can't even talk body with the parents. They have ideas they can't share. They have things burning in their hearts. They don't know whom to talk to. And you see them say, yes, I'm coming back. Before you get back, lots and lots of things will have gone wrong. So now is the time for us to groom them. Now is the time for them to teach them skill acquisition. Now is the time for them they can run, they can do all things. But leadership is not a battle. It's not something you get from the elders just like that. It's an action. It's something you learn. You learn it and it starts to be in you, and you must be willing and ready to take up the battle. So the elders, like the Baba Iyawo just mentioned, there's a time to wait, there's a time to quit the stage. When those people are still online, youthful youth, respectful youth, they're wondering, they can't disrespect him. But it needs to just cool down and let the youth take over and do the wonderful things. When are they going to be useful? Is it at the 50 years or 60 years? I agree with you, Shasha. People that came out right now, because I'm into a bit of politics, because I know much about them. I'm not in politics because I want to get to Alausa or get to Abuja. I'm in there to see who and who is being filled there. And people that I see around, the majority of people that I've talked to, most especially the 57 local government we have in Lagos State, we find out that half of them are not fit. They're not fit for that position. Some of them came in because of what they want to announce. Some of them came in because of the money they want to take.
Yes.
But when the youth, where are you when they are doing all this? One has to start from the grassroots. The youth has to come out. They should not wait for them, for someone to call them. This is the time, because if you don't come in to participate at your ward level, local government level, and before you get to House of Rep and a senator, someone else who's going to be a carpenter, a tailor, they're going to call upon them to come and take over. Because those are the ones they see on ground when they're doing the real thing. Okay. So you need to make yourself present and recognize, and people should be willing to come forward. Take over. Those people are old. They are tired.
Yes.
This is 21st century.
Yes.
They don't have that energy. They don't have anything to put in.
Yes.
All they have now, and to come and think of it. These are people. There's no HCM in heaven. So release this power. Let the youth make use of it. Let them be able to do wonderful things with your time. Let them turn things around.
Thank you very much, Mommy. Wonderful, wonderful. But let me quickly come to my immediate right, and then I pass it to you. Sir, there's this saying that if you don't have experience, you don't know what to build upon to move on. At what age or at what point is it enough for the old to retire and let the young take over? See Baba Yabo.
All right, thank you very much for having me here. It's actually very awkward speaking for elders, but I understand the drift, and I think it's important that young people should know what they possess and what they lack. They should also know what is required for credible leadership. One thing that the young do not have, that the elders have going for them, is historical intelligence.
Okay, thank you very much. At what point, that's the question, sir. At what, we have 10 minutes to round up this session. At what point is it okay to leave and let others, the younger ones, come? At what point?
You know, when you started, you talked about the Bible, and I can also attest to it. The Bible says the hair, as long as he is a child, different not from a servant, even though he has the responsibility of being the head over all things. A child, the Bible says, it said, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. Apparently, it's in the same Bible. The person who is not able, it is in the same Bible, sir, that God was using David and other younger persons. What age was David? I do not think that a chronological age is what determines whether you're young or old.
At what point in the question, sir? You are going left, going right, up and down. At what point?
If you talk about being old is relative. How old are you compared to your youngest one? Then you are the elder of the house. Even though you are 18, you may be 4.
Yes.
You are old.
Okay. At what point?
But if you compare your
18, let me put it another way. What do you use? What is the parameter to determine this person is now mature to do this?
Now,
okay, believe me, put the chronological age now. What is the parameter?
If you can prove that you've got historical intelligence, you are capable. If you can prove that you have the capacity to interpret trends, then you are qualified.
As an adult, sir, how do you know this person now?
Let me read this to you. Pardon me. Let me read this to you. And I wrote it down here. I said, men can know more than their ancestors did if they start with the knowledge of what their ancestors already had learned. That is why a society can only be progressive if it conserves tradition. The young can decide to come up, but if they forget tradition,
who are the ones destroying tradition? Are you not the same old people? Ọ̀gá, ẹ kúrò lórí ẹ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọdé bọ́ síbẹ̀. In fact, the younger ones are the best, custodians of tradition. If you bequeath it to them, it is when you hide it from them and you die with it that it does not. You are not leaving any legacy.
Apparently, the burden of the leader, the burden of the old one. The burden of the old one. Let me say this finally.
Okay.
The burden of the leader is not just about being in the center of activity, because a coach who doesn't know when to retire, a player who doesn't know when to retire to be a coach will suffer reproach. But listen, so the responsibility of leaders is not just to play. It is also to ensure that when they leave in other people the conviction and the will to carry on. The youth have not proven English that they have the conviction.
I'm coming to you now.
Carry on.
Thank you very much. Very, very good contribution, and I think it deserves a round of applause. But let me say this: those of you who understand English language in the house, let me ask. They will say, "Oh, ọmọdé ò tó pẹpẹ, tàgbàlagbà ọwọ́ kèrègbè." How do you say it in English? Okay, interpret it, you know it. Now, if an omode wants to climb pepe and the agba is not around, you can always put something on the ground and climb or use a ladder. How does the agba put hand?
That's a wonderful one. I agree with you entirely when you're talking about the elders that have lots and lots of experience. But now we are asking, when is the right time for them to step down? When is it right for them to know that the time is now? We should allow the youth, we should teach them. By the time you have knowledge, you have experience, let's form a leadership center. Let there be a electoral college Let there are places where people will learn, where the youth are going to gather to teach them what and what is expected of them based on what you know. If you keep on holding on to it, I have experience because I'm a two seller. I have experience because I'm this. What kind of experience do you have when you cannot share? Are you going to take it down to the grave? So when are you going to start sharing it? Yes, I'm the ultimate. I'm the punch fighter. I'm everything when it comes to politics. Lead someone. Carry people along. Teach the young ones. Let them be able to know what they can use to progress the future, because the future is theirs. So you're gradually moving to one side. Allow them to bubble, allow them to use half the time, because they have the energy to make things work. What you're seeing in this color, they're seeing in so many other colors. That's where they're going digital. There's so many things for them to do. They cannot wait because they have a lot of experience they want to share. So we should allow them to use the youth.
Thank you very much, ma'am. She deserves a round of applause. So you are not clapping ahead. Well, okay, quickly make your contribution and I will round off on this side because I have a question for them.
What I want to say is that for a child, a 30-year-old child starts to walk in a day. If you don't let these people learn from their mistake, let them start. If they make mistake, they will learn on their mistake. We are living in the 21st century. Nigeria wants to belong to a committee of nations. The committee of nations are made up of youth. When you have older people going there, they are going right, you are going left. They are speaking technology, you are speaking analog. In this 21st century, let the youth go there, let them learn. By the time they go 1, 2, 3 times, they learn, they fall, they will wake up again, they learn, they fall, they will rise again until we get to where we are.
Until they are also old.
Until they will get because then others are coming. Others are coming.
Until they are also old and they will repeat that cycle.
No, they need to learn so that others are coming behind them. In this nation, it's been the same circle over and over. 82-year-old in government, 70 to 80-year-old in government. Meanwhile, the youth are there. Your time is coming. When will their time come?
In addition to everything that has been said, I think one of the problems we have in this nation is the fact that the elders have consistently told the youth, you are the leaders of tomorrow. So the question is, when will that tomorrow come?
Okay, yes, this is all we'll do. Sir, contribution from the floor? Okay, we will do that after this partition. But I want to quickly ask a question now. That is the question for you. When will the tomorrow come, number one? In addition to that, as a follow-up to it, I want to ask. There's this saying that you people, Team Babayago, there's this thing you are always saying every time. Blah, 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 blah. They will end up by saying, you know. But if I go to Yaba today, then down select with 100,000 naira, I can buy all those rice in one day. Okay, so the question is, as they already asked from this side, which is going to be your parting shot, I mean just a one sentence each, is that when is tomorrow? When? Because I remember saying, when I go to school for assembly now, they tell you, children, you are the leaders of tomorrow. Obasanjo said that to our fathers. They came to say it to me. Obasanjo is still on the scene, still determining who will be, and they are still telling us, I'm 32. They have been saying this thing before I was born. I'm 30 fucking 2. Sorry, we are the church.
The future is now. But the pain for us is most of the youth that we see are not even ready. They are not ready. Please stay in school and learn. Stop roaming the street as though you don't know what you have your life.
The same schools you have refused to fund.
Even in the private schools, they are taking friends every Friday to go somewhere else. Now, rather than for you to go and learn, they are not doing science students. My brother, the truth is this. The truth is this. Baba Yabo, for due respect, we have retired. Jagaban has retired. But the pain is, the people that we are giving the power.
Jagaban wants to be president in
All right. As I close, I challenge you. Can it be said that you are faithful, loyal, and honest? If you can demonstrate that, we are even tired. That's just the truth. The money we have made, we need to spend it while we are alive, but there's no time. Because most of the time we are strategizing for you. Baba Yabo is in Abeokuta. You and I were in Lagos. People are going there to go and meet him. Why? Youth, let us demonstrate that truly we are responsible. And the fourth way is show it with your life. With the minimum resources you have. This new dispensation, they told us that they don't have money. And truly, they don't have money. But they have been able to demonstrate what they can do. With what you have, please, at least you have a life. Do something with your life. And I can bet you, by the next dispensation, we'll see a better youth in our nation.
Thank you very much.
Loyal and honored. Show it that truly you're responsible.
All right. All right, 1 minute please. 1 minute party shot.
My party shot is this. I want to start from where you stopped that the youths are not ready. You want to do final year project and you are photocopying 1973 project when you have Google and you think we should believe that you are ready. I bet you are not ready, Jerry.
Who supervised it? Next please.
Alright, my final word is this. The reason the leaders or the elders have stayed up till now in the scene is because they've lasted so long. And you see, whatever will last long will take time to mature. Let the youth grow and stop groaning.
Okay, make honor grow up. Thank you so much, everybody, from the left to the right. And thank you, audience. What a good picture. Now only me go dey hot for that picture. I carry dress for them.
Can we celebrate them all, please? A round of applause for them, please.
Celebrate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Digital or analog?
Analog.
Analog.
Come.
Una dey hear so? Digital or analog?
Analog.
Old or young?
Old.
Ojo wọn gan.
Bọ́mọdé bá láṣọ tágbà kò lè la kìsà tágbà.
Mi kò bá kìsà.
Experience tó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
All right.
Experience.
Nice presentation, Shegun. Beautiful one. God bless you. You know where I knew that this was sinking deep at the point where Bodami and Jimmy said, "Yes, nice one. God bless you. A round of applause for everyone of you, please. Thank you so much. God bless you.
That was an awesome plenary section.
I like standing here. It makes me look like I don't make and finish.
No wonder.
See, they do as if I don't make and finish.
Me sef I go follow stand. Me sef don't make am. Easy.
You know analog now.
Who can't tell you say analog do dey make am? Baba Yabo no make am.
Ladies and gentlemen, right about time for us to take something light to cool off what we have listened to. But most importantly, the world drops it. If you look at it from the digital analog, there is a message for everyone.
Exactly.
Stop running, grow. Enough of trying to grumble, grow. And there's always time for us to know that there is a lot of ground for us to cover as youth. And the time is now. Ladies and gentlemen, time is fast spent. We need to move as fast as possible now. And so, if you didn't get to see me do some rhetorics, mention some names, you bear with me. It's just move very fast now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take song ministration, and this time around, the song is born out of what we listen to. That yes, this little light of mine, this little light of yours, this little light of ours, we must let it shine. This little light of mine by Simi Dakolo, to be taken by Debbie. A round of applause for her, please. A round of applause for Debbie.
Debbie.
Celebrate Debbie, please. Celebrate Debbie. This little light of mine, it must definitely shine by Debbie. Thank you.
Debbie. Thank you very much, everyone. If you enjoyed the last session, I want you to say, I am the light of the world and I'm going to shine brightly. I am the light of the world and I'm going to shine. I'm the light of the world and I'm going to shine brightly. I'm the light of the world and I'm going to shine brightly. You see the book of Matthew chapter 5 need to shine forth. So I'm Debbie, like they said, I'll be singing Let's Shine by Timi Takolo.
Show love to one another, you can never go wrong doing that. There's one thing you can do and you won't go wrong doing it is showing love. And the other lines you want to listen to is a wonderful song and nice rendition. Thank you so much, Debbie. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to move straight away to the next segment. You'll see that my stage is looking pretty different. Yes, and right about now, we're going to be doing something very brief, something very interesting. When bushmeat catch the hunter, you know the story don't change. Somebody says behind the scene, and she's speaking, talking with a hear voice well. Now I won't put you on the hot seat too, and we hear you speak in person. Oh please, Royal needs a mic, Abby. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking another song very importantly, but this time around the song will be taking place concurrently as I want to invite to the stage right about now for the interview segment. The interviewer, Abby, and the person who ask question, the interviewer.
Interviewee.
Okay, analog. Okay. Interviewer, interviewee. Ladies and gentlemen, to hold the mic and take charge of the asking, then we'll call the person that will take charge of the answering. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as I invite a man after my own heart, wonderful young man, the convener of this event, Femi Emmanuel Chacha. Round of applause. God bless you. Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please, Baba don't cross leg, and that leg the kidney pass. If you want to go and see that socks to me, that is joy in good socks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also welcome to the side of the hall as she would stand in and be the interviewee. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say with big joy in my heart that today again is a real privilege to want to listen to this beautiful lady I am seeing in person for the second time in my entire living. Welcome to the stage, our own OAP. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together all the way from Max TV and Cool FM. She's the presenter and she's the person that is a pro and a professional on the MIC. Put your hands together as I invite this side of the hall. Oli, round of applause for her, please. Round of applause, please. Please, there will be a selfie session after the segment. Let's rub shoulder. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be stepping aside now as we listen to a very beautiful one you want to listen to, which is from World Famous, that was just celebrated and congratulated by Obafemi University and admitted to the School of Music, our one and only Two-Face Idibia, with a song titled Only Me. Over to you. Innocent on this one. Congratulations.
Okay.
presentation, we know where we are heading to. I'll be handing over to Femi Emmanuel, but please, I need to say this. We need to please go back to Twitter and tweet something good, something great about this land. Yes, the land is green. Don't forget the hashtag.
Don't forget the hashtag is becoming a worthy star.
Good afternoon, everybody. If you're having fun, say thank you, Jesus. I can hear you now. If you're having fun, say thank you, Jesus. Okay, very briefly, I want to appreciate my team for putting this together. I'm just the normal figurehead, though. You know, before we go there. In fact, I really need to appreciate them. The music team too. I think they deserve to be. No. Several videos, several rehearsals, just to ensure that the music part of this event is tight. And you know the funniest thing is that I didn't pay them a cover. Please, I need to celebrate them. I need to celebrate them. Even some I'm going to beg them with tips and they will say, boss, no worry, we didn't go out. Please celebrate them again. I also need to specially appreciate Pastor Nkoyo Egbedi. Please celebrate her for me. She has been there. She's the pastor in charge of this place. So please celebrate her for me once again. And she has been very, very supportive. Now when I come back to make my speech, I will make more appreciations. But let me come and put this, my beautiful sister, on the hot seat. Please celebrate Oliver Mondi. In Nigeria, there's this common word that it's good to use what you have to get what you need. And right from the movie industry, aside the movie industry, even in politics, in different sectors, we find that the women are being harassed. The harassment could be sexual, the harassment could be intimidation, but women are being harassed. Now, this harassment often now slim down the percentage of women competing and doing well in different industries. I'm here to put her on the hot seat because I want to know, did you use what you have to get what you need? Let me start with that.
All right. Good afternoon. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity. Before I answer your question, I'll briefly introduce myself. So my name is Olive Emodi. I am professionally a lawyer, and this is my senior colleague. Good afternoon. But I was called to bar some years ago, but I'm not practicing. I'm a media person, so I'm on DSTV 259 Wazobia Max every day. And when I'm not on TV, I'm doing the work of these two wonderful people. Please put your hands together for them. Fantastic work, well done. Or I'm in a movie. Now, I'm giving a background to what I do because I will be able to answer holistically, seeing that I do several things as a woman. So, I'm a TV presenter, I'm an MC, I'm an actor. And in answer to your question, did I use what I have to get what I want? Yes and no. Yes, in the sense that what do I have is the question. I have a talent. I have God. And I use those two things I have to get what I want. Now, if you're looking at the sexual bit, which is what a lot of people talk about, no, I did not do any of that. That is not to say that there isn't a rot that exists in our industry. And I don't think it's just in my industry, in several industries as well. People would always try to take advantage of you. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. People would always try to get the better of you. But I believe that as a woman, we know that yet for the past few years, there's been talks of women being disadvantaged, whereas we are a superior species. I celebrate all the men here, but we can't deny the fact that women are uber talented. However, we know that statistics have shown that there's been a wide gap. Now, the World Economic Forum Gender Gap Report shows that it will take over 100 years to bridge the gender gap between men and women. But we're starting to see that narrative is changing. Women are standing up, women are taking their seats, in very influential places. So I would say that in dealing with issues of sexual harassment, which is what you mentioned, if you have something that people cannot do without, they will still make passes at you, but they would realize that they cannot do without you. So at the end of the day, it will not be a function of what your body can offer. It is who you are, it is your talent that will make a way for you.
Thank you for that. Now, putting together your analogy of studying law but not practicing and now in the media, there are a lot of young ladies seated here that actually very talented, but they're actually in school studying something that the university just gave them and they didn't want to sit at home. What's your advice to those young ladies?
Well, I would say first of all that if I had the opportunity to go back to school again, I put a post on my Instagram a few days ago and I asked people that if you could go back to school again, what would you study? And the truth is I would study law again. Even though I still would not practice law, but I would go back and study law again. Why? Because I find that no knowledge is a waste. I find that it broadens your scope of reasoning. It helps you think critically, analyze issues. So if you're in school studying a course that you don't like, that's okay. You know, graduate. Now the question is, what do you like? Before you get to the point of your graduation, why not start doing what you like now? So there are people that are in school studying education, whereas their heart is really doing something else. Maybe, you know, you want to do makeup or you want to go into business. What stops you from starting whilst you're in school? You can start to make your hobby, you know, your passion a hobby. From a hobby, you start to hone your skills. So for me, whilst I was in university, from my second year, I was very active in a lot of things. Now, bear in mind that I didn't know that I would go full on into entertainment. I wasn't sure where I was headed. I just knew that I loved law. I wanted to be a lawyer. In the same breath, I knew I wanted to be a broadcaster. But I didn't know how I was going to merge to both of them. So what I did was, whilst I was in university, I started hosting events. And I hosted events for free. I never collected money to host any event in my 5 years in university. And then I would go to the Poets Club. I would perform poetry on stage. I used to write poems a lot. I was a politician in school. So I was the governor of my hostel for 2 sessions. I was a parliamentarian. I made sure that I expressed myself as much as I could. What that did for me is that it prepared me for the real world. Now, if you're inviting me to host your event, I will not host it for free. Now I'm making money of it. But I started building those skills in school. So if you're in school studying something you don't like, look around you. What are the things that interest you? What is that one thing you would like to do for free? Start to do it now. What you're doing is you're building yourself, you're preparing yourself, and when the time comes, when the opportunity comes, because the opportunity will most likely come, but the question is, will you be ready when the opportunity comes? And would you recognize the opportunity when you see it?
Thank you so much. Please celebrate her for me. Okay, three more questions. Now the next question I really want to ask you is, what is the place of mentorship in now personalizing that in your career right now? You know, there was a switch from law to entertainment, and right now you're there. And you know, just like they accused us on the plenary session that they want the elders to disappear, which is what you're actually doing too. But how did you do that switch? And how did you get to the top of your career almost very fast? Please, there are a lot of people that want that question answered. Ladies, am I speaking your mind? Okay, so very quickly I would say my mother is my hero. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, but we cannot underestimate the importance of mothers. My mother is my hero. Please put your hands together for all the mothers in the house and outside the house. So the thing is, when I was about to write JAMB, I was confused. Even at the point of writing JAMB, I didn't know what I wanted to study. I wanted to study law, I wanted to study theater arts, I wanted to study mass communication. But how do you put the 3 of them together? It doesn't make sense, does it? So I figured I didn't know what to do. And my mom said to me, you have the natural giftings of a mass communicator. You have the natural giftings of a theater artist. These things are fantastic areas that you can work on, but you cannot work on being a lawyer. You need to go to school to get the training of a lawyer, and then you get called to bar. So she said, go to school, study law. When you come out, whilst you're there, you can express yourself as an entertainer. And if you find that you're naturally gravitating more towards the arts, then so be it, which is exactly what I did. So my mom was the first mentor that steered me in the right direction, and I'm so grateful that she gave me that advice. Now, over the course of my career, I have realized the role of mentorship is very important. But what we think mentorship is not what mentorship is. A lot of people come into your DM. Please, ma, I want to be a TV presenter. I want you to be my mentor. That's not how it works. Mentorship is an active relationship. You'll be willing to, you ask yourself, what am I bringing to the life of my mentor? What value am I giving to them? So a lot of the people that ended up being mentors to me are people that I would walk up to and say, oh, I have a TV show and I'd like to have you on my TV show. This is the name of my show. This is what we do. Would you be available for an interview? There's several people that I met that way, and from there we started a budding relationship.
The first time I got my first movie role in 2016, yes, 2016, 2017, I'm not sure anymore. My first movie role was from Uduak Isong, sister to Emma Isong, and a fantastic movie producer. How did I build a relationship with Uduak? I went to a movie premiere, I saw her there, I walked up to her and told her, I love what you do, I'm a fan of yours. I know you did a movie recently, which is another thing. You must keep yourself abreast with the progress in your mentor's life. You can't say you are my mentee, and you don't know anything about me, you don't know what I'm up to, you don't know what my projects are. You're not really a mentee, you're just maybe a fan. So you must grow beyond being a fan of your mentor to actually being involved in their growth and their development process. So I went to her and I said, I know you just dropped a film. When you're willing to start your media publicity, I'd be very excited to assist you. And she said, oh, fantastic. And she got my number, we exchanged. A few weeks later, she said, oh, Olive, my film is out. I want to start my publicity. Can I come? I said, oh, by all means, please come. I didn't tell her I wanted to have to. And then she came on my show, publicized her TV show, her film. I think I got her other platforms on radio as well. And then after that, I put my request and said, Emma, I would like to ask, I want an acting reality show in 2011, so please, whenever you're casting, I would like to come and audition. I did not even ask like I wanted her to give me a role. I wanted to go through the process that every other person goes through. Call me, let me audition and read, and if you find me fit enough, then give me a role. 1 month later, she called me for a reading and gave me a role on the spot. So ask yourself, what value am I bringing to the table? Now, some people cannot be one-on-one mentors with you. Some people are, there's something called shadow mentorship. You don't have to be there physically with them. You don't have to have one-on-one sessions with them. All you need to do is read their books, read their materials, read their Instagram posts. They're speaking somewhere. Go there and listen to hear them speak. You know, that is a way of mentorship. Also, I must never ever ignore, I saw a post last 2 weeks or so, the difference between a mentor and a sponsor. And it was a very interesting one. But there are some people who are committed to your project. They meet you and they decide that I'm going to be a positive impact in this person's life. I met one in 2018. And he's a senior colleague in the legal industry. He's not in the entertainment industry. But he said to me, he basically changed my life in the way he was linking me up with people and also understand that your mentors, you will chase some of them. There are some people you will not chase. You will get your mentorship from above. And there are some people that are just committed to investing in your life, committed to mentioning your name in the rooms where your name needs to be mentioned. You see that one, you will only get them, you will birth them from the place of prayer. So if you need to have a strong relationship, a strong walk with God, and you will ask God to connect you to the person that will mention your name in the boardroom. That one is between you and God. You have to birth it in the place of prayer.
Please celebrate her moment, celebrate her moment. Now, sadly, they've been flashing me flashback that our time is up. But your parting shot and advice for young ladies out there, just in a sentence or so.
So I would say to young ladies, I will still refer back to the key scripture for today, Matthew 5:16. Let your light so shine that men will see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Do not wait until you're given a big platform for you to be able to cause impact. That little platform you have, what are you doing with it? Within your small circle, who are you impacting? Who can say that because of you, their life has been steered in the right direction? It's not about doing big things, it's about doing little things consistently. So first of all, master the little things like laying your bed every morning, things like going to work early, things like showing up and doing the extra work when they say they need somebody, volunteering. Master those little things. Don't focus on doing big things, but do little things excellently and consistently. See how a man diligent in his work, he will stand before kings and not men.
Please celebrate during the morning. Before you leave, hello, please, I need this part. This part is very important. There are so many of these artists that have just sung that I will really need your help to give them the media boost. So I want to talk to you later and I want you to help me with that.
Well, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
The only thing I do is I'm on TV and not on radio.
Okay.
So for TV, what I do is when they have good music videos, if your music video is great quality, you can probably send it to me and send me a
please send me So we got it. So I want to invite Pastor Okoyo to present our token before you leave, please.
Pastor Okoyo, please.
To present our token.
Wow. Beautiful.
Let's celebrate.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Wait, don't go. Bro, go to that side. Go. They don't stand there. Don't go yet. Go to that side now. Make the thing blend.
Where would they do the shop? Congratulations. Yes, mama. At least if she's going to trend this award, I will show you inside. My life done better. Oh God. Oh God. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are you collecting phone number already? You don't go TV.
I don't understand. OAP. I will not back for 3 days.
Carry a second mic. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We said we are on air personality already. We don't dey on air on Twitter. Just go on air, you will see us. Sorry, go on Twitter, you will see us. And just tag Boazizi and Roye OAP on Twitter personality. We don't dey live. We're going global now. Yeah, OTP. Who talk am? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we move straight to a song presentation, a song ministration. And this time around, somebody wants to give you an assurance, wants to give me an assurance that this year is definitely our year, is definitely your year. This year by J1 to be presented by Charles King. A round of applause for that, please. A round of applause. This year by J1, coming from Charles the King himself.
Chapter 4 says that my God is able to do everything in which you believe He can do. Do I have you to believe that God can do anything for them? Anything you desire. And we all rise up on our feet as we sing this song. Just say, we're making money this year, no matter what the blues is, better this year. This year.
Definitely this year, àlàáfíà. A round of applause for him, please. Celebrate him, please. Thank you so much. Beautiful one. This year. Right. A beautiful one from one of the hottest queen in the musical industry right about now, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Uyo Mayor by Tenny Knaki. Round of applause as I welcome to the stage Miss J to do Uyo Mayor by Tenny. Round of applause for her, please. Round of applause for her. Celebrate her, please. Celebrate her. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Uyo Mayor by Tenny. Miss J.
The
loud and clear that for those that are not privileged to speak this language, in my life. So say it to yourself and trust me, that's just the exact way it will be. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much. I must say this to all the state managers, you guys have been so wonderful. No, beautiful. God bless you so much. I am really feeling lonely here and I don't know where my wife is. I sent her to get lunch for me. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Where's the landlord? Let us give her a digital clap as she stage, please. Put your hands together for Royal Place. You're welcome. Yeah, you're very romantic. I'll come and you baby, sorry. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll need to move right about now, and we'll take that break we've been yearning for. And that's the time for us to take a quick one. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll move straight to the second plenary session. And here, you will not want to miss out. You did not want to miss out any bit in this segment. And so, we'll be having 3 chairs on each segment, each side of the stage. And I would want to quickly invite, as you hear your name to this side of the stage, to take charge of this segment, of course, is Mr. Femi, are you set for me? Yes, I know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to invite that your friend, our friend.
Yes, I'm
will be taking charge of this segment, and trust me, I'll be taking the right seat when it is time for me to bring him on stage. A brother and a friend of mine just walked in majestically inside this hall, and wow, bless my luck, he's also a member of he's also a panelist this afternoon. And so, let me start from him. He's a senior producer of that program most of us would don't miss, whether re-show or live show. You know Robin Minds, right? How many of you know Robin Minds on channels? 3 p.m. Yes, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Sunday service Pariba, you are going to put on your channels TV. Now that program is being produced by one of my special friends, who've been friends since 2004. God bless Rotary International. And ladies and gentlemen, he's a brother I always want to share my desk, my table, my life with. Welcome on stage as one of the panelists, our own Shew Oluyemi. A round of applause for him, please. You're most welcome. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Celebrate it.
Yes, please. You're welcome. The right seat, please.
Right time.
Thank you so much. Alright, for those that will be for luck, theirs is a segment they are standing in for luck. Make welcome. That you have taught me to pronounce with joy. This is what I want to invite my own brother, Mr. Obafemi Obakon. You're welcome this time. You owe me something this time around. You owe me something. You're welcome, Mr. Femi. You're welcome. Quickly, please. Let me also invite somebody I have long seen online, and I'm saying it in person today. It's also for luck. And I'm making a big welcome to our own
Uchenna Ogbonna.
A round of applause for Uchenna Ogbonna, please. You're welcome. You're most welcome. Thank you so much. Please come on stage. Come on stage.
It's for luck this time.
It's for luck. I'm on. It's for luck.
You're lucky.
And when you hand you back. God bless you. Thank you so much. Also, to make up the team, those that are for luck, is the man that is possibility all around. Please welcome our own Mr. Samson. Possibility. A round of applause for him, please.
You're welcome, sir. We celebrate you.
Alright, for hard work, I hope I am right. For hard work, ladies and gentlemen, may I invite for hard work Mr. Femi Adebusuyi. A round of applause for him, please. Mr. Femi Adebusuyi, where are you, please? Mr. Femi Adebusuyi, oh, beautiful, you're welcome. Yes, the most handsome man inside this hall, you're welcome. He's competing with me. You don't know anything. It's because of you I'm changing time every 30 seconds. You don't know anything. You're most welcome, Mr. Femi Adebusuyi. Also, welcome, Busayo Ibiwoye.
That's Mrs. Possibility.
Oh, Mrs. Possibility, you're most welcome. Thank you so much. This time around, you're on the opposite. You're on the other side of the divide with your husband. You're welcome. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And if I'm right, may I also invite
Maria Apoduado.
Maria Apoduado. Round of applause for her, please.
Okay.
Where is she, please? Where is Maria? Wow, the lady on red. Give it up to her. A round of applause for her, please. You can never go wrong on red, though. You can't go wrong. On red, you won't go wrong. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes. All right. While we are making, yes. While that is going on, I want to do something very special here. As limited time allotted to this segment, so I need to be very brief. Yes, I need to be very brief. And so, while they are seated, can we please have some set of people on stage right about now? They'll take something very brief. They are taking Dreamer by GT, the guitar man. Listen. You might not know the guitar man, but for us that respect, listen to GT, the guitar man. The song is to be sung by added some stage play. The guitar man is sang the Dreamer. Alex, yes. Added. Alice. Oh, also correct about you know. Alice is right on stage. Oh, Alice is here. Ladies and gentlemen, when you see them, you know they are from the land of possibility. Over to you, as you do to us, GT, the guitar man, and the song Dreamer.
I can see some smiling faces right there. And I would like to read the Bible verse from the book of Jeremiah. If I was your Bible, kindly open to the book of Jeremiah 29 verse 11. And it reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Now look up to your neighbor by your left and by your right, and say, the Lord has good plans for my life. They are not plans for disaster, but they give me future and a hope." As you listen, may you get the message the song is trying to pass across.
All my life, it's always on my mind.
Gbọ́lámà tó jayé ọba báyìí.
Ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà nìyẹn.
Mo ti ń jayé ọba.
Ó ní àwọn adájọ́ sí azin.
This place where you stand, the top pass me on a line.
Go to that place so that we can be quiet.
Ó ti ń jayé ọba nìyẹn.
Don't be station me.
Please, thank you. I would want to advise for us to go listen to that song again. It's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Beauty the Guitar is such a wonderful artist. You might want to check out his album. Thank you, Alice. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not logging my stage. I am not clogging it, but I know what I am doing. Because this time around, it's not just a child's play. And that is why we are trying to clear the stage for them. Yes, but it's going to be very brief, smart, precise. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to quickly invite to join them on the stage. Put their hands together as I invite Abiodun Babalola. A round of applause for him, please. Abiodun Babalola, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Your smile is amazing. Yes,
I know
God
him.
bless you. Tell me more. Tell me more. That is good. So Abiodun, thank you for those who
Well,
as I invite the last bit to the top table, please. You're most welcome. God bless you. Thank you. Yes, we're stepping aside, but please, we need to re-echo the fact that this is going to be global. And people never start with the tweet, Instagram, Twitter, we did it.
Please, we really need to see your tweets.
And Shego TV is doing a wonderful job at the moment. You guys need to make this job fly. And so,
don't forget the unique hashtag is becoming a world star.
Yes.
So that we can follow the same trend.
We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook and Periscope at the same time.
Oh,
and so this must not be a waste.
This is a mega
Ladies and
event.
gentlemen, let us really take opportunity of this and help us share this job. Shegun, you're doing a wonderful job and I celebrate you. Object TV going global right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're stepping aside, but this time around, the person to take charge of this segment. I don't say go blush, yeah, invite you here.
I am a huge fan.
Oh.
I'm bringing up on stage to anchor this segment, Shepherd God's Baby.
All the way from Echo FM is
an OAP too.
like you. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome.
God's
Thank
Baby.
you so much. It's not celebration, please.
From this program, Something for Singles. I'm double.
How are you? Congratulations, please. The mic to him, please. How do I the mic to him, please? Thank you so much. Humility. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. My name is God's Baby. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This short conversation we're going to have is to reprogram everyone. Reprogram your thinking in the sense that you have been 30-something years coming with ideology. And so in the next 20 minutes, we're going to try to go back to then to run I want to advise everyone having this plenary session with me to consider that while this is the church and I want to believe that we are all kingdom children, let our kingdom reality, our kingdom understanding and mindset prevail in this conversation. It is not a debate, it is not a competition, it is for deep, keen expression of what you know to be correct. So on that note, I'd like to have our names, just first names. Shola speaks here. Shola speaks, okay? Samson Ibiwoye. Samson Ibiwoye. Uchenna Ogunaya. Uchenna Ogunaya. Uchenna Obafemi. Obafemi, thank you.
Maria.
Maria.
Femi Adebusi.
Femi. Sheung.
Luabusayo.
Luabusayo. Okay. Mr. Tony Manuel, am I merging two topics together or one? One. Thank you. While we're having this, that's begun already now. While we're having the conversation, Mr. Femi and I, he asked me to pick a topic, to craft this into a topic, and I chose this topic, the God Star and the Galaxy of Death. The God Star and the Galaxy of Death. And that topic is going to be reflected as we have this conversation. I know it's kind of a weird topic, but it's very important for us to go through that. So we're talking on becoming the worthy star. When we were young, all of us, we heard "Twinkle, twinkle, little stars." And we sang it, and to an extent, we didn't understand what it meant, but we just sang it along. Growing up, we began to aspire to become that thing. My first question starts from you, sir. Are you a star? And if you are a star, what color is your light?
Yeah. Without wasting much time, everybody here is a star, so I consider myself to be a star. And what color of my star depends on time. Because as I tell about myself, I can say that I started at 5 when my mother left my dad and jumped into my grandmom. My grandmom was about 3 years old at that time. She can't tell me what is right, what is wrong. So I have to make a decision for myself at the age of 5. And I mingled up with Agbiru and some lights. But today, I've met some of them who are car pusher, who are conductors on the streets, but I'm not one of them. Thank God, I would say, okay, because of the choice I made at that time, that makes me to become a star now. But I was once a black star, now I am a white star shining up.
Well, in what you said just now, you said you thank God that you are not one of those stars who are pushing trucks. Because you said everyone is a star, which means the guy pushing truck is also a star in that situation. And then you ended it by saying that you were once a dark star, and now you are a white star. So the color for you is white. This is a very important question as we get through this. The question is not the same for you.
The question for you is, what is the role of hard work
in becoming
a white star or a dark star or from a dark star?
What is the role of hard work?
Okay, thank you so much. I would say that greatness is not handed over to you by great ideas or great dreams, but by hard work or great work or smart work. So, because you are a star and you've been told that yes, I'm a star, but while sitting with your arms being folded, you can't become a star. So I'm going to say is that hard work is a very important ingredient when you are cooking a soup of being the white star that he's talking about. Okay, he said something, he said he was brought up with the Agbe rule. He can decide to still stay there. He can decide to say, okay, these are the people I mingle with. So I can be like them, they are stars, because okay, I always have this ideology that being famous is different from you being a star. You being a star means you are rubbing off on somebody. There is something that you are passing on to the next person. So when the person sees, say, this is the word star, that means this person merits to be called a star. So he decided to get up and work hard. So I think hard work is the very key ingredient in becoming a worthy star. Thank you.
Thank you. You, sir. Okay. All right. The question for you, sir, is, she says that a it's not about being famous that makes you a star. Okay? So, what exactly distinguishes a star that is famous from a star that is not famous? Shall I speak here? He is one of the thousands of those who do spoken word poetry, but he's here because he's to a degree famous because he has the social media and he's using them, which is hard work, like you said. So, what is the difference, or does it matter whether you are a popular star or an unpopular star? If it matters, what is the difference between both of them?
Thank you very much. I must appreciate everyone that has spoken before me. Yes, there are differences between being a popular star and unpopular star. And it all boils down to what you do part time. If you want to really become a worthy star, you not just remain in your shell. You have to move out of your shell. You have to move out of your comfort zone and do things extra. Because people that are unpopular are doing things ordinarily. That are unpopular, yes, they are doing things ordinarily. But for you to become popular, you have to do things extraordinary. So the difference between popular and unpopular are the extra that they are doing. So that's the distinguishing factor.
Okay, before I take the next person, I have a question for you because you said the difference between the popular stars and the unpopular stars is the fact that the unpopular ones are doing normal stuff and the popular ones are doing stuff that are extraordinary. Okay, don't you think that acceptance may be one thing? You can do something that is not being accepted, and because you are not accepted by the popular people, well, that's not in any way make you not popular because you are not accepted.
Yes, what are we shipping here is it does not matter that everybody will accept what you do. So the only thing you can do is just to be consistent, because everybody won't buy your idea 100%, but through your consistency, people will still buy into what you do. And don't have it at the back of your mind that everybody must get what you do. There are some people that will reject what you do, and there are some people that will accept what you do.
Thank you. Please pass the mic to him. All right. Please, our announcement here. There's a car outside with the number SMK624EQ. SMK624EQ. Is it yours? Okay, you need to repark. Thank you. Okay, so the question to you, sir. Why does he have to go with the bag? Is the remote controller in the bag? Okay, the question for you, sir, is what exactly is a worthy star? And by what standard? By whose standard? Who determines if you're a worthy star?
Alright, thank you everyone. Thank you for this privilege. It's been established that everybody is a star. The question now is, what kind of star are you? So a worthy star is someone that is above average, someone that is outstanding, someone that has become the standard. In other words, you have become a reference point. In the Yoruba adage, oh, Romolabajani, can't you see this person? Why is it that this one is getting first class, you are not getting first class? So in the academic world, the guy that has first class has become a worthy of emulation. He has become a worthy star. Such that, not because of that grade alone, because you can have first class and nobody knows about it. But in his own case, you have now become a standard. When people are looking for excellence, they cannot but in that chosen profession to say, why not be like that person? So, being a worthy star means that you are what emulating for excellence. People long to be like you.
Thank you very much for the positivity. The last man over there, Mr. Shona speaks. Okay, not the same question, because he says that you become a standard, and I want to pick that, a standard. Now, I want to look at this at the figure, we live in the figure 8 kind of universe. The figure 8 universe. The figure 8 is 0 here and 0 up. You know, but the 0 is not 2 zeros. It's 1 0 linked together, twisted upon each other, upon itself to form the figure 8, which is as above, so below. Or the kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. So where does the standard come from? Is it here, in the below, or in the above? And wherever it comes from, elaborate why.
Okay, it's good to be here. Thank you very much for the privilege to that talk to. I would say that the standard, actually for me, I'll speak for myself now, the standard can be defined in two ways. And one that I use for myself is my works of art should first of all edify God and then, glorify God and then edify man. If I can give glory to God and grow man, and that's the standard for me.
So is it possible to glorify God and not edify man? Is it possible?
To glorify God and
yet not edify man? With your talent or anything?
Somewhat I would say it's not possible. Because on the long run, first of glorifying God, you're actually edifying God. You probably are encouraging someone to also do so.
Is it possible to edify people and not glorify God?
It depends on the definition of edification. If I'm edifying man in the spiritual context, then definitely I'm doing it towards the glory of God.
In other words, whether you're glorifying God or edifying man, you're still staying on the spiritual side of it.
Yes.
So it's from above then.
Yes.
Okay, you answered my question. Pass it to him, please. Thank you. She talked about hard work. What is the role of luck in becoming a worthy star?
Alright, thank you very much. This Friday, look at what luck is. It's talking about something good or bad happening by chance. Okay, but in this context, I want to look at it from the perspective of being born with a silver spoon, one, and two, being separated from the crowd. God does that. When Rebecca conceived, he had Jacob and Esau. She had Jacob and Esau, and then she had to go to God. What is happening to me? And God told her, look at two nations, and Jacob I love, but Esau have I despised. Why? God just chose him. So there is the path of luck. If God picks you out, of course, this woman whose story we heard, she was just selling bread, and from there she came into limelight. She didn't work for that.
So there is the element of luck.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pastor. Before I take it from you? No, I haven't. Timekeeper, you need to give us some few minutes. These are people that are supposed to speak. They haven't spoken. You want to stop us? Give us 5 minutes. Mr. Emmanuel, 5 minutes from your bank account. Thank you. All right, Mr. Femi. Now, speaking of luck and hard work, should a star sit back at home waiting for that special luck part? Because people sit and say they are waiting on God for something to start or to start something. They're waiting on God. I mean, as a star who is already born or created a star, what is the waiting process that will make you someone who's waiting for luck? What kind of hard work do you do while you're waiting on God? Or should you just wait on God silently and solemnly till He comes for you?
Thank you very much. In my own opinion, one of our fathers in faith says, any faith that makes God solely responsible is an irresponsible faith. In other words, God has a part to play, and you have a part to play. One of my favorite quotes is this: diligence is the mother of good luck. Diligence is the mother of good luck. In other words, having waited on God, God expects you to move. You cannot sit in a place waiting for something to happen. See, I tell people, the evidence of faith is in the movement of what you're doing. For example, I say, God, I'm trusting you that I want to go to the United States. It is stupid of me not to go and inquire how to get a visa. So having trusted God, the next thing is for you to act. Act in the regards of what you asked, that thing you're hoping for. So the things can be. Finally, before I go, I've found out that nature has a way of rewarding a man who puts to work the faith he has prayed for.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, to you, sister. The question is, now, faith, work. We're not equating faith with luck. Okay, we're saying luck is separate, faith is where you're waiting in the process. Now, if you were to pick one person here, a girl or a boy, and to make that person a worthy star, what would be the first and most important thing you want that person to understand?
You have 1 minute.
He has 1 minute. I have 1 minute. And so.
My advice to anyone who is seeking to be a word is that you must start in the place of preparation. You know, the Bible says that Jesus was born, and then for a number of years we didn't hear about him until he was announced. And that means that for me, I believe he was preparing himself for what his assignment would be. So to become a word star, to really shine, there's need for you to prepare yourself, there's need for you to gather knowledge and all that you need to achieve your shine at the end of your life. So you can't just wait and hold on and say, oh, no, the prophecy has come, I'm going to shine all that you need to work it out.
Thank you very much. Hello, sir. Mr. Shilmer. Okay, you're the last one speaking now. What is the same time up? So what is the role of timing in becoming a world star? The role of timing.
The role of timing in becoming a world star is for you to be in the right place at the right time. Don't procrastinate. If you have any special to do, look out for it. Don't say, oh, I'll do this thing tomorrow, I'll do it next tomorrow. For example, you might see this opportunity today and you want to procrastinate that, oh, maybe let me call them tomorrow or next tomorrow. Then you are losing the opportunity. For example, the lady that just performed, so I didn't have agenda, me coming here, how to make 1 or 2 people your world star. And the lady that just did the guitar man cover. So it is time. So the time she actually performed met when I was here. So what will happen now is that I'm going to organize a dinner for both of them and see how you can do collaboration with that cover. The next thing is the person that did your makeup for Tenny. Tenny is not, she's in the country now. By next week Saturday as well, I will see how they can also have a collaboration. That is how timing can be helped. It can help you to participate for you to become a world star. You need to be at the right place in the right time for you to get to where you want to get.
Thank you very much for sharing.
Even for 15 years, 30 years, 40 years. But if you've been taken in the wrong places or you're not in the right place at the right time, you're not going to get it. For example, I've never. So there's something I want to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know how to write a CV. I've never put a CV together. Every work that I have done, they've offered me everything in my life. Most of the one I've been doing on Channel TV in the last 7 years, and I've been producing 3 shows on Channel TV. Church Culture, the only church show on Channel TV, I'm producing it. So it's just a case of, oh, who is the person that can produce a church show? At that particular time, I was there. That is how you can become a world star. Who can produce a youth-focused show? At that particular time, 6 years ago or 7 years ago, Sean was there, and I was able to tell them, oh, I can deliver on this thing.
Thank you very much. All right, having come to the end of this plenary session on becoming a worthy star, my take, having listened to everyone, what we try to do is not to compete and let everyone speak something that complements what the other person is saying towards the same goal. So what I'll say is, if you want to become a worthy star, first of all, be worthy within yourself. Know that you are worthy. And when you know that you are worthy, because you are the product of one who is more than worthy, if you have that understanding, then you are able to reflect the worthiness that is within you without. You're not looking for worthiness from anywhere. It's within you. You are expressing it. So thank you very much for partaking in this. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, God's baby. Such a wonderful person. Your choice of word is so inviting. God bless you so much, sir. Sir, we need to sit time together, please. We need to sit time together. You're such a wonderful person. The choice of questioning was just spontaneous, just coming out from nowhere and exact. As a tweet, a round of applause for you, please. Celebrating. Celebrating.
Did you notice the grammar?
I know, yeah.
This thing was hitting me.
This one, go answer question. We just pick one question from there. Now come this one.
Conjoin together.
Bros, I just learned one thing today. Okay, sir. Don't be by suit too. This one I jeans you wear. I knack the thing. Celebrating, please. Thank you so much. God bless you. And so, all of them are signing contracts. They are signed to people. Like, go and sign me now. When am I coming on your show live? I don't come already. Put your hands together for us. We don't blow. We don't blow. Ladies and gentlemen, right about now we're taking a song ministration. Since we don't blow, the best song to go alongside that blow is just to say, Baba God, pray for me by Dari. Pray for me by Dari. So sung by Taiwo. Over to you, Taiwo. Pray for me by Dari.
Good afternoon. Do we all know the story in the Bible that talks about the prodigal son? He left home and went to spend all his money and then came back and said, Father, I'm sorry. I want to give advice to you this afternoon. Whatever decision you want to take it to the Father in heaven. Don't just leave his house just like that. Make sure you take him along with you. Be blessed as you listen in Jesus' name.
beautiful lady, and the best we could ask is for God to pray for us, and we'll also believe and key into it. I've told you that those twins, both presented.
Both of them, one is the backup and the first one.
They are not twins, they are triplets. Me say if I did backup, after they give them base from back.
So it's alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need to move on straight away. I got to know that somebody needs to do something very fast, and so I have to bring in a very quick one here. We have something to present to one of our guests here. I'm going to invite Mr. Femi Emmanuel himself to please come on stage as we'll be making the presentation to one of our own. As a young man that I kept asking how he's doing it. He produces at least 3 wonderful shows on Channels TV alone. I don't know how he goes about it. I can't explain it.
Please, one of the reasons why I just quickly cut this. See, Sean flew in from Port Harcourt this morning because of this event. And please celebrate him. Celebrate. Aside that again, aside the fact that me and no sir go still collect my check from him, me and not. Person wey don't get money pass him down. I want to appreciate giving 2 of our singers the opportunity to meet the artists they actually sang their song. I think that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, and you know the funny thing, when he says something, he does it. He does not. He has. If there are 80% of people that are top in this country that I've met, as in top personalities in this country that I've met, then I think 80% of them, 60% of them shown is behind it. So please celebrate it. So when you say something like that, I know what, and I'm going to follow it up. I will help them follow up too, so that she does a collaboration with Tenny and the other lady with GT. I think the singers should be happy now. Celebrate for your fellow blessings now. The funniest thing was that those were the songs he meant while they were. Those were the songs that was sung when he was around. And there have been very good songs, Abi. But timing. But maybe I should use my collection to push something.
That's space must not
Bring
up a show. Will you hear me for me, please celebrate it.
So you most welcome. Thank you so much. Celebrate this young man, please. You don't get money pass us, no be fight out. God bless you. Don't get money pass us. Fight out, there's nothing we can do about it.
Now, one other thing I'm supposed to say again is that we're classmates in Rotary.
Yes.
We're presidents together same year.
Yes.
Presidents same year, and you know, every one of us is doing well.
And then make dreams real.
Yes, exactly, make dreams real. So let me invite my mommy, Mrs. Fumi Olosumade, to come and do the presentation on our behalf. Please celebrate my mom.
Thank you so much, man.
My mommy is from Ijebu.
Thank you.
I was so Ijebu. But she lives in Lagos, but she's my mommy in Ijebu.
Thank you.
I'm so honored and privileged to be in your midst. And I feel like not going. Don't mind me, I'm an author. I can stand there and keep on talking like 2 hours. I'm not fed up. But when we meet wonderful young people making waves and helping others, there's nothing that you can do rather to just keep on celebrating them. I'm just meeting right now, but he's a wonderful person. I know for him to have access to what we're doing, that means you're equally a wonderful person. We're glad having you here, and we know you're going to take yourself to places. It's a wonderful thing. Congratulations on this, your Howard Musical Rights.
Congratulations, please. Ogami from Nigeria, you need to come here, please. Come take this with you, please. The media personality, Amoyi. Yes, in Rotary too. The incoming general of Rotary, please step outside. Don't stand, please come. Come take this with him too. Yes, she's the head of all Rotary clubs, Rotary clubs in Lagos State, Ogun State to be precise. Yes, God bless you. Yeah. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Until we see you. Sheun and my family too. I do Rotary too.
Me too.
Shego of Object TV. Now Nigeria Media is supposed to be here too. It's supposed to be here. Quickly please. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Congratulations to our own Oluyemi Sheun. God bless you. Thank you. Congratulations. That is not to say we are asking more. Oh yeah, talk more. Don't forget to ask for our check. Please.
Let me also invite, was very early, Mr. Abiodun Mamadeja. Please say anything for me.
Mr. Abiodun Mamadeja, you're most welcome. Thank you so much, sir.
Before we take,
Sir, do you need a PA?
He's a public speaker sound.
I said you need a PA.
I want to invite Dr. Oluja out to come and do
this is cheating. This is nepotism. They have been sitting together since, so now the same person you are inviting. Thank you, Doctor. You're most welcome.
Please come and do the presentation of my behalf.
Well, on behalf of
Okay, I'm very sorry for doing this. I don't know why he called me. I'm not sure he knows that we know each other. But I met this man from maybe 2006, 2005. Of course, I used to go to Covenant University then. I would take my books there. You know, it was, I think, in the student affairs. I'm not sure at that time. That was the first time I met him. So when he came today, I was sitting there. He said, I know you. He said, we're trying to remember when he was being introduced. Hey, now Covenant, you need to bring this now. But it's good to meet great people like this. You can tell that even they have track record.
We celebrate you, sir.
Thank you very much. So on behalf of You the Right Conference, I'd like to celebrate you for being and continuing to be a worthy star.
Congratulations. Mr. Femi, can you please join me in this? Thank you. Congratulations. Mr. Mamadeja, bless you. Thank you so much.
So, very quickly to join me as I bring up Mr. Abiodun Babalola. And to help me do this honor is my brother and friend, Boss. G-Raby. But I'm going to beg you for, I don't know any of the songs that you've loved, any of the girls or guys that have done it. I want to beg you for 2 people interview on TV, on DSTV. I want to beg you for 2. Please, you know I'm using my legs now. Some of you are just, hey. I want to beg for two interviews, TV interviews. Not myself, me, you know. But I want 2 of the singers that you feel have really done well today. But when you collect your own awards, then you will tell me which of them. So I still want you to listen to one song then. The Boss. So please help me. This man, okay, he's a multi-millionaire. He get back as he did like that. Please help me present.
I'd like to present this to you in recognition of your outstanding motivational contributions to the development of young people at the 2nd edition of this program. Say thank you. You are much more than deserving of this.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm going to the future. Thank you. No, you have not accepted that request about Babel.
Oh yes, that's done. That's done.
Well, can you join too? Me too.
I'll think about it.
He's thinking on this. A round of applause for him. He has been such a wonderful person, and his door is always open for us to walk into. Feel free to relate with him. Get the opportunity soon.
Let me quickly do this also. Dr. Muiwa Oluda, please come forward, step forward. And I want to invite Mr. Abiodun Babalola to help me.
Allow me to do this for Doctor.
Okay.
But Mr. Abiodun Babalola,
please come and do me the honor of presenting this to Dr. Muiwa Oluda. Want to manage our time.
Thank you very much. I remember about 2 years ago when I was going through the entry of the most outstanding person in Nigeria, and I saw his name. Wow! I guess if you don't look at my person, I'm a member of Junior Chamber International, and I was once the president in Junior Chamber International for tax. So that year, I was the outstanding president in Nigeria at that time, and he was also nominated as one of the most outstanding persons in this country. Wow! I wonder why he didn't win the award, but the following year he was also nominated. I also saw his name in the entry. I'm sure maybe this year he will win the award. So it's an honor to have you here today, and my regards.
No, I'm his boy.
So on behalf of Youth Arise and Becoming World Star, in recognition of your outstanding motivation contribution to the development of youth, young people at the 2nd edition of Arise award to you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations. We celebrate you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Bless you. Congratulations, sir. So proud of you. Doctor, my check will save me now. Now, Bitcoin, I will give you. Or cryptocurrency. Please, don't mind the fact that quick one, yes, no problem, quick one. Please, join my mom, Mrs. Fumi Olosumade, please. Celebrate Mrs. Fumi Olosumade. Come, please, come and pick this. Now, let me tell you, we were co-guest speakers in a very big event. That was where we met, and the event was also in Ijebu. And there's something about me. I know how to, when I meet very top personalities, within 10-15 minutes, we'll be relating as if we've met for like several years. And before you know it, they give me opportunities. They just call and say, she has been helpful. There are so many top personalities in APC that have, I don't want to speak politics, but please celebrate our me. So in case you hear that I'm contesting for something in 2023, you should please. You should understand where the thing is coming from. Yes, please. So to present this, I want to still bring back Mr. Abiodun Mamadeje. Please come and do me the honor of presenting this to her. While she's getting set to take charge of the next segment, she's also receiving this.
You may not know what you have done by making me up. She's from Ijebu. I'm from Ijebu.
Wow, God bless you.
From Ijebu.
God bless you.
Alright, on behalf of Youth Arise, I want to especially present this award to you for your wonderful contribution in the motivational world, where I also am a player, in the writing world as an author, where I'm also a player. Of course, I believe you have gone a bit farther than some of us, and I will look up to people like you. The track you have laid, we are coming behind you. We will not let you down. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man. God bless you. We celebrate you, man. Congratulations. Don't worry, mom is still coming back. She's still coming back. Yes. That is where you know. So when mommy comes back, I'll get my check. You know. Clap very well so that I can get this. Celebrate our blessing. Celebrate our blessing. And finally, if I'm right, please. Yes. Good. Finally. For the moment. Yes. I want to bring back again Mr. Dele Fakoyo. Please come up for your award. Yes. Baba there himself. You're welcome. Right on stage. You're welcome. Let me bring mommy. Mommy, come and do the presentation. Yes. Come on, do the presentation. Entourage today. How many of you watch that show on After Magic Yoruba? It's automatic. Then, sir, I forgot something. I have some friends that are interested in acting, and I know that you do directing. Please, I will give you 3 people. Please, let me push them to limelight. Please, consider it done. Oh! God be the glory. Thank you so much.
It is you that will bring out yourself. Okay, I will give you the platform.
This is more than two musicians, 2 authors, 2 this, 2 that.
3 actors.
3 actors now. Well, because it's with you, I'm sure you can do more. And it's just there. You need to help each other. And this is the best time to do just that. In doing that, for doing, that's what you're going to do, and more that you're still going to come. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being that helpful and being there for them whenever they call you. For this outstanding award in recognition of your outstanding professional contribution to the development of youth. Young people and the 2nd edition of the Youth Arise Conference tag becoming a worthy star is worthy for you to be here, and it's nice for you to have it. Many were called, few were chosen. You're just one of the special people that people can relate with. And it's not about just saints right now. You're coming here, you're feeling free, and you're willing, and you're able, and we know you're going to do more. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Ogamiti Jiri. Congratulations. Yes, so I don't believe in that. If you see me for DSTV, no fear.
Yeah, blow.
Please, before I leave, mommy, I forgot to ask you for something apart from the check. There are 2 of my team members that did a good job, and I can vouch for them. I can vouch for them as far as integrity is concerned. So, mommy, please, I will personally hand over their service to you.
I was just about sitting down. I was telling someone that you know how to see an opportunity and just seize it on point, and that's what you just did for that young guy. And I'm sure we get to talk because there's opening right now for people that are really capable and willing to work. There's opening.
Thank you, mommy. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I celebrate you, mommy.
Tell me we are blown.
You see why Femi can never run dry?
Like. Shasha.
I'm sorry for mentioning his name. I don't like him, but we will love him. Davido said this. We rise by doing what? Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much. And for those that are keen to helping others, you will never run dry.
Amen.
Having said that, we thank you all so much for your attention. The all is filled to the brim, and this is the best time to bring up the next item. And right about now, she's just not a mother, she's an author, she's a motivational speaker. When we would talk, in fact, we don't even near that place. Just like saying, shoe wave about God, put down. You won't hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring on stage for the second presentation of the guest speaker. Can we please, with all sense of humility and decorum, our ushers, please, I need you right about time to please put it all intact. Reduce to the barest minimum, be walking around, please. Thank you so much. Having said that, we'll be stepping aside now. As we leaving the stage, and the Yoruba too, our own mother, Mrs. Fumi Olosomade. A round of applause for her, please. Olosomade, a round of applause for her, please. Celebrate her, please. Celebrate her, please. You're most welcome, mommy. Thank you so much. We'll be doing this in the next, yes, please. We'll be doing this in a very short time. She's an expert in the field. I know she knows how to take care of that. God bless you.
I don't plan to take too much of your time. I was just telling Femi that I can come up here and see the wonderful people sitting down without me sharing one or two things for us to take home. The real people, the real stars are those of you, the younger ones, the winning ones, the people sitting since morning. Not we that are speaking right now. Not the ones that they know what to do and they're doing it. Because it has become an hobby, a job for them. And they're happy, they're glad doing it. But the real stars that I'm seeing, those winning youth, both female and male, sitting down patiently, waiting to absorb something. I'm willing to take something home for them to know what to do and for their tomorrow to improve. Majority, some are sitting down wondering, Femi Shasha, I've been hearing about him. He's on Twitter. You get to realize he's talking. You get to this is talking. We know about Dr. Famuyiwa. We know about Ajurebe, we know about this. What about me? What am I going to be? Who am I going to look up to? Who am I going to talk to? I want some of us that are here, that have that notion, that have that feeling, and we're thinking, what can I do? What can really promote me? How am I going to go about it? Please don't be shy. Try to look up to someone. I don't want to, if it's my other place, I'll say raise up your hands, and when at the end of the day, I'll say, okay, this group, you belong to this group, you belong to. We class ourselves. Because sometimes, apart from talking, when I get to gathering, I'll ask, what do you want to do? Whom do you want to become in the next 1 year? What do you feel you can do? Whom do you want to talk to that can train you? The key words is to see an opportunity and just seize it. Some of us will be waiting. Nigeria is there. Femi has already talked to 2 or 3 people that is going to do this too. I have this push, I can do this thing. Don't be shy. Life is not meant for the weak. Life is meant for the strong one. If you want to do something, anything at all, put your heart together. There's no point, there's no reason. Nobody is going to ask you why it went wrong. There's room for something to went wrong for you to fail. But the most important thing is for you to fail forward. You can attempt to do certain things so many times without getting to the point. But there's someone out there who knows how to do it, who can really get to introduce it to you better. And for you to be able to get closer and get that thing earlier, put aside shyness. Talk to your friend, talk to a neighbor, talk to a teacher, talk to a mentor, look for someone. And don't look down on yourself. Just don't have, oh, that person is better than me, that person is this. God has created each one of us as a wonderful person in his own image, and he gave us eating talent. We all have it. Your talent might be different from mine, what I have. But I can assure you, the world is waiting for you. That thing that you know how to do, there are lots and lots of people that are waiting to start from it so that it can better their future. While you are waiting, while you are keeping it, I'm not standing well. That voice, if it's music, that lots of hopeless people on the street that are looking for people who's going to sing to them, who's going to talk to them, who make them forget. When Femi was talking about people to talk to, I was telling someone, the twins. When you sing and your song has lyric, has message, I think those twins, they go in places. When you're singing, you're not singing for you to jump down and jump. You're singing with lyrics, you're singing with messages. And people can really, really listen to that and make it work. That's why we're singing about the prodigal son and coming back home and asking the father to pray for me. The word is not lacking because of the people that are not rich. It's lacking because of people that are not willing to aspire, with people that are not willing to make a move. Nobody is going to come into a corner where you are and say, this is the bad lawyer, take off, do something. You need to have it. Leadership is an ability to perform. People will have to see it in you. Tell me one thing you don't know ever since we went for that program. I'm like, this young man is going to take over the world. Amen. When you're not hiding yourself, when you keep on doing something that other people they're going to benefit from, I can imagine majority of people some on this street still hook on tramadol, all drinks and all that. And then we have beautiful set of people, wonderful people coming together. The act that we're sitting down together, people that we're seeing here, it's not just for him. It's for people that are willing to make a better change, to let their tomorrow count. I'm happy, I'm glad that you can look beside you and say congratulations because you are here today. Because you are here today, your tomorrow is assured. Because you are here today, you have places that you're going. Because you are here today, you're going to think all the while. Because you are here today, your movement, your thinking is going to change. Because you are here today, your orientation is going to change. You might have something in mind before and say, yes, I'm not sure I'll be able to do it. I'm not sure I'll be able to get there. But just believe me, I have this one. That because you are able, by the time you get home, you're going to look at the mirror and look at yourself and say, yes, I'm able. Because you're more than able to be the one that God has already designed to be. The only thing for you is that majority believe they look for what is good, what they're doing, what is on right now as in passion. But there's a calling that God has already ordained you to do. There's something that is hidden in you. Discovering. Each tree is paved with gold. That tree that is paved with gold is not going to come to us, it's not going to jump to us. We must find what it takes on each street for us to do, for us to be announced. And please take it away. Life is not about negativity. Don't say, if somebody is talking to you and say, Dad, I'm not sure I can do it. Dad, I'm not sure. Right from now on, whoever that talks to you, let it be in a positive manner. If they ask you, even though you're still going to learn it, Shola, can you please talk about these things? No. Don't let it be, you can. Let your word be, yes, I can. And if somebody is talking to you in negative way, say, no, that is not who I am. I don't want to say that is not your point. Just say, that is not who I am. Because the Lord has said, I can do it. With God, everything is possible. And if with God, surely everything is possible. Let everything be positive, positive, positive thinking. God, I know you're bigger than my problem. God, I know you're going to fix me. God, I know this one is done. I know this one is settled. This one. By the time you keep on adding that orientation and you have that belief, in no time, things that you're thinking that they are mountains, they are high, are going to come down and become low. And people will respect you, they will see you, they will see the light of God in you. God has already done his part. The rest is for us to allow God's light to shine in us. And for God's light to shine in us, please don't take the back stage. Wherever you get to, be a light unto others. Help someone. Soothing word, caring words. Talk to someone. Don't just a smile, a talk, a cuddle can change somebody's life because we all need it. Have a wonderful day. I don't come with the have books. This is just one of them. I have like 3. But when I type something says, I don't have like 200 copies that I can give. But I can assure you that this book has sold more than 72,000 copies already. And don't ask me that, how come you become an author? Let me tell you a secret of being an author. I want us to be able to take something away apart from the one. It's so easy for each one of us here to be able to write. Writing is so easy when we put our mind into it. We have like 30 days in a month, sometimes 31. Each day, just take a paper, have a jotter beside you. In your room, in the bathroom, with a pen, just write a statement. Write a statement today, another statement tomorrow, another statement next tomorrow. Write them gradually. Don't bother about the English. Don't bother about things you're putting in. Just let it flow as it's coming to your mind. Daily things that you're writing. So 3 months, compile them. You can form a storyline. Don't wait until that time. By the time I wanted to put this together, and the person that actually promoted it, why I like going to younger events, Michael Wafer got a copy of the book on a Monday. On Tuesday, he called me and said, please, take a photograph with that book in your hand and send to me. And I'm like, is the book okay? He said, just take a photograph with that book in your hand and send it to me. That same week, on Saturday, the book was on Sun newspaper. And that was 2013. Saw newspaper on the Saturday, the back page, and not half of it, all the back page, just this, a page of this book and my picture. Who does that? That page is like 350,000, and I didn't pay a dime. So when I now fasted, that is how good that book is. And before we said Jack, on the Saturday morning, people were calling all over from Nigeria asking, where can I get a copy? Where can I get a copy? And this can all be done because you need to follow your heart. Don't give up. There's a hidden talent. Search it, use it, be bold, be confident. God help Nigeria, and God will help us.
Please celebrate more before me. Time is inconvenient. Please join me as I bring up the MC Boazizi. Now I'm so lost with this new outfit. I'm lost. Wow. I'm lost. I'm lost, Baba. I think I need a selfie. While we are taking the self-presentation is about time to come on stage. How many years you want to step for this level? We no go sleep. Just 120 years old and I no go sleep. Let me my excuse. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to. Yes, ordinary people by Cobams. Who know Cobams here? You know his talent. You know whatever the talent you could have. But you know how good he is. Ladies and gentlemen, ordinary people by Cobams. Madam, I'm not going to say like that. Yes, we go come. Ordinary people by Cobams. Yes, I don't believe. To be ministered by Gideon. Your blessings, sir. Ordinary people by Cobams will be presented by Gideon. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. God chose the highest form of humility when He came to the earth. When He was being stripped, a beaten, ordinary person. But when He was actually going back, He went back extraordinary. Stay blessed as you listen. A child in the distance, leading the rain. The sweet sound of water flowing away. The construction worker coming home from work. To parents and their children going to church. Happy little baby draws on your shirt. One extraordinary day. So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. If we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary things will happen to me and you. So let us consider ordinary prayer. We lost it all, but God had His own. So let us consider ordinary Job. We lost it all, but God had His own. Ordinary David, the little shepherd boy, brought down Goliath with the stone and the toy. Sweet little Jesus, ordinary child, His best as for some humble and mild. If anybody told you He'll be Messiah, probably you'll laugh it off and no. Say, so let us have a world of ordinary people like this and the way. has the power to be greater. Every thought renew what brought was the sea. No ordinary children going off to war. No single leader, no ordinary war. No ordinary mother will cry herself to sleep. No ordinary father will come home after dream. So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. We have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary things.
Television remote with us. We know them. You get to office 7 a.m. That's the word. And this colleague of mine, she's always at the office 6:30 a.m. And I kept asking, Auntie, why are you always coming this early? He said, nothing, it's just dedication to work. Then when it is 8:39, she starts sleeping on her desk. I begin to wonder. And I started monitoring and managing her timing and realized that if no Z-word, nothing. And when she's done with Z-word, sleep starts. It is all. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll move straight to the next segment. But I want to thank so much those people doing extraordinary things in this place. You people have been doing so many extraordinary things. The state managers, the registration desk people, the sound system engineer, musicians, you guys are wonderful. Please celebrate them all, please. They are extraordinary people indeed. God bless you. You are doing extraordinary things. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring on stage for the next 10 minutes. Most of you will be hearing me saying, doctor, doctor, doctor. When will the time be for doctor to make his own presentation? And so, the time is now. And any other delay will just be human error. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not just a doctor. And he didn't just pass through Covenant University. He is also one man that, if you keep doing Outstanding Personality Award in Nigeria and you want to get top, hey, she don't come. God punish them. I want to get your first 20%. Trust me, you keep having him in that roll call. Ladies and gentlemen, words alone will not be sufficient for me to say who this man is. And it's just an extraordinary personality. Welcome right on stage for his keynote address, our own Dr. Oludayo. Round of applause for him, please. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. Dr. Oludayo, right on the mic. God bless you.
you very much. I consider this a great privilege, and to thank all of you who've been seated here since this event began, and to thank my wife that is currently watching me from home, and my children who are seated behind the screen. Thanks to Object TV. I'm delighted to be in your midst today, and it's such a pleasure to be in this assembly because many of the young people around here, around the world that we live in today, are seeking approaches to live a more value-based life, but not many of them know where to go to get the direction that they need. I therefore consider this audience one that is very purposeful in pursuing the things that they need to become better people in their lives. And to thank the convener, Mr. Femi Emmanuel. You have obviously overcome incredible odds, and God has made you a connector, an orchestrator, one who raises a platform to get people to rise to the fullness of their potential. I trust that God will give you many more opportunities to bloom and flourish in your endeavors also. To all the speakers of today, all the persons that God has built so that they also can be builders of men, I want to celebrate you and ask that God himself will continue to entrench your wisdom. And to the MCs, the husband and the wife, official husband and wife, may the relationship end today and continue on other platforms strictly for this purpose. That is if you are not both individually engaged. Let me quickly run through what I have to share. A lot has been said and a lot you will go with. But let me say this very important thing. You have heard many things. You will still hear a lot more, maybe a few more. But the most important thing today is what you say to yourself. The most important thing today is what you say to yourself. The time that we live in today has placed a lot of demands for us. As young people, we want to have meaningful living. A story burst out recently saying a lot of, not people like you, sir, a lot of celebs are owning a club. Drinks up to the tune of 2 million naira. They've been consuming and consuming until they consume their destiny. In this world that we live in today, ladies and gentlemen, there are definite voices of authority. Voices of authority seeking to influence us to be better than we are, but many of them are putting us on the platforms of pressure. Pressure to be what we have not yet been groomed to be. Pressures to be excellent and not having to cope and to build ourselves to become that person that the world will look after. For me, my charge this afternoon will be to help you to seek worthy goals. Worthy goals to pursue. What are those things that I should pursue? And what are the patterns that I can engage to increase the impact of my efforts in society? Today, when we started to talk about becoming a worthy star, the pastor who spoke at the beginning tried to identify key concepts. And I'll just follow in that trend because the key words in becoming a worthy star will mean a star. And a star will suppose light. The worthy there means it's valuable. And then becoming suggests the responsibility for growth. And so I'll speak to you on a need to have a personal development plan, a need to know how to add value. I will share with you how you can add value. I will share with you also how you can become a person of influence. And then finally, I'll let you know how people can chase you, how to become sought after. All of this I'll do in 10 minutes. Let's talk about personal development. If you want to be a worthy star, there is a process that you must go through. And that suggests the process of growth and progress. You see, friends, you cannot grow if you don't acknowledge where you are. Because growth is about living where you are to a place that you have envisioned yourself to be. Many of us just want to appear in a place. Ladies and gentlemen, if you jump up, you will come down. If you grow up, you will stay up. Many young people want to jump up in the sky, not knowing that the law of gravity still works for the one who has not grown. But you see, we need to learn to be patient in this process. The story of the bamboo tree is said to be that in the first 4 years of its planting, it doesn't grow beyond 5 feet. But in the 5th year of constant watering and nurturing, it grows to become 90 feet. It may not yet appear what you are. It may not yet appear that you are a star. But I can tell you, something is working in you, that when it manifests, you will blow. But you see, if you don't keep at it, if you don't keep at it, man, you were talking earlier on about looking at other people and comparing yourselves with them. You see, that's a game of fools, to compare yourselves. Even God's word says, he who compares himself with another is not wise. And the Bible was just trying to be modest by not using the word fool. It said, he that compares himself with another is not wise. So I just said, he that compares himself with another is foolish. It's essential. And when you're doing your personal development, you need to ask yourself key questions. Where am I in terms of dimensions of my life? 7 dimensions of my life. Where are my aspirations? What are my aspirations? What exactly am I gunning for? Friends, it's essential for us as young people to be purposeful. Number 3 question you want to ask yourself is, who do I need to become to appear in the destiny or the future that I've envisioned? You see, friends, being precedes doing. You must be something before you can do something. Many of us want to do great things, but we don't want to become great people within first. Being precedes doing. You also need to ask yourself, who am I now? And how can I cover up, make up for the deficiencies of my life? Let me tell you, friends, how to find credible goals to pursue in life. If you must set a personal development goal for yourself, what are the ways to find credible goals? Number 1, ask yourself, what problems can I solve? You don't have a goal, you don't even know how to live your life. I can help you this morning, this afternoon. Okay, doctor, you have talked about being purposeful. I don't even know how to start. Let me help you. Number 1, ask yourself, what problems can I solve for myself? What problems can I solve for other individuals? What problems can I solve for a group? What problems can I solve for my institution or the groups I'm in part of? What problems can I solve for my community and the society I'm in? Number 2, ask yourself, what are the emerging opportunities around me that I can pursue? What are the things that are coming? What are the things that are trending that I can make valuable contributions to? Number 3, how can I become more efficient and effective? What do I need to do? And what does someone else need to do to become more efficient and more effective? You see, when we talk about efficiency, we talk about the usefulness of resources. The ability to maximize the usefulness of your resources, not wasting things. One of my favorite mentors, one who has influenced my life so much, a man called Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says, don't pray that your work gets smaller. Say rather, pray that you get better. Because if you are better, your work becomes easier. Don't pray that your work should become easier. You pray that you become better. Because when your work becomes better, it becomes easier. I'm standing before you today, speaking almost effortlessly. The first time I held the microphone to speak, my socks was wet. Now, if there's any water on my body, maybe it's heat, but not pressure to stand before a crowd. I spend hours building up myself so that when you speak before people, they don't just go entertain. They go with a decision, a commitment to be transformed. How else can you find goals to pursue? You want to ask yourself, what resources can I create? I'm not saying I'm sweating. That was not a key to say I'm sweating. Now, how can I create resources? How can I help somebody make more money? How can I help somebody find his spouse? How can I help somebody find admission? These questions, when you ask yourself, it gives you the responses, gives you goals to pursue. Let me help you now. Ask the question, how can I add value? You see, friends, the word value, because we're talking about becoming a worthy star. Worthy there means valuable. The word value refers to usefulness. I hate to say this, but it's not all the people that we think are downtrodden that are useless. And that's the truth anyway. We have found people that are housekeepers that have saved their masters millions of naira. We have found people who are drivers who have saved lives because of one form of carelessness or the other. And so value is not about cost or the weight of resources that you have. Rather, value is about the usefulness of life. And you want to ask yourself, how can I add value? You can add value by making things easier for someone. You can add value by making things faster for someone. Today we talk about Uber, we talk about Taxify, now called Bolt. Bolt now, as they started using what they call scooter. There's no scooter in Nigeria, I don't know where you want to ride it. There's Go-Kart, there's the other one. The Go-Kart is your car, the second one, Max, right? Max, right? Now, they're getting things faster for all of us. That's how to add value. Ask yourself, how can I make things more accurate? My boss wants to get his report. How can I make him get accurate reports? How can I make things more profitable? There's a lot of losses in my office, a lot of losses at home. How many of us here sit down and know that when we're about to empty our bins at home, there's a lot of waste food in the bin? How many of you throw food away, honestly? Maybe you slept, overslept, and did not eat the food, and you wake up in the morning, you cannot eat it anymore. You see, you need to ask yourself, you're adding value to your parents when you reduce the wastages in the home. You reduce wastages in church, reduce wastages in your offices, reduce wastages in your friends, amongst your friends. Another way you can become more valuable is by making people enviable. How can I make you enviable? Look at this compares. They came out now dressed differently. Now the fashion designer that dressed them up has made them more enviable. And that's how you can add value to people. You just look at Femi Chata, look at his haircut and his beard. Well carved, somebody has made him attractive, more enviable. We don't know him, but that person is adding value. Then friends, how do you become a person of influence? As I try to round up. How do you become a person of influence? A person of influence is one that has the enablement to create an effect on other people. How then do you become a person of influence? Number one, you must be competent. Don't just look for opportunities. Don't just say because Mr. Ajirebi is here, Sheon Oluyemi is here, Emodi is here, let's just get them to give us opportunity. If I give you a platform and you mess it up by incompetence, you may never recover from it, even though you have got a seed of excellence. You may never. Let's be competent. The reason many of us don't get to be called a game is because we have flunked it the first time. You never have a second chance to make a first impression. Number two way to become a person of influence is by having that consciousness. Friends, many of us don't know that there's a star on us. Many of us don't know that we are stars already. Many of us don't know that we are shining. Many of us don't think that we are downtrodden. We think that we are behind. Can I let you know, there are many people who will share a testimony because they can wear a wig like you. Even though you think you're using that wig to cover your hair loss. You're beautiful as you are. And you are sought after as you are. Number three way to become a person of influence. We talked about it, so we talk about it today, is timing, is positioning. Said, you are the light of the world, right? No man lighted a candle and put it under a bushel. He sets it up. He sets it up. How are you setting yourself up? Friends, you can't influence anyone. You can't be a worthy star if you're staying at the backstage. Our mom just mentioned that don't stay on the backstage. Show up. They are here to chase me away. Don't stay on the backstage. Number four way to become a person of influence is permission. Permit yourself. God's word says, let your light. Allow yourself. Allow yourself. Don't let your family background hold you down. In conclusion, friends, let me add that the youthful generation that we are in today has a responsibility to do the following. We, the youth, even though I spoke earlier for the elders, the reality is I'm young. I've not grown gray hair before, maybe except in drama. But the youthful generation that we have a responsibility to do the following. Number one, we must be an improvement on the older generation. We can't keep telling the stories of woes. It is time to confront their foes, get on our toes, put our hands in the mud, get the diamond, fire with the flame of energy, and bring out something precious that the world will buy. Responsibility. Leadership for us as young people is not an opportunity to go and grab. It's an opportunity to be more responsible. Let's gain experience by learning. Let's cultivate the habit of lifelong learning. Let's build values, not on sentiments. Let's build on values, not on sentiments. And let's live our life in phases. Life is in phases and men are in sizes. And finally, make the most of time. This time that you are young will never come again. Very soon you will not be able to bend. Very soon you will not be able to run. A few weeks ago I was in my son's school, my children's school, and the parents were called to do skipping rope. I thought I was physically fit enough to do it. It was a competition. I was representing my children's house, a house, blue house, and we started skipping. I couldn't go 5 minutes before I realized that the capacity to skip rope has left me because I've been eating without keeping fit. Very soon, you will not have the time to sit for hours like this. Pay the price and get the prize.
That was really refreshing. In fact, mesmerizing. Borrow me English. Borrow me English now. That was a very nice presentation by Dr. Olumuyiwa Oludayo. Now this is a very key message for Youth Rights Conference 2019. Listen to this. You cannot... Come and borrow me here, Ivan. You should improve on the older generation. I got that. I remember when my darling asked me the other time. He said, old or young? I said old. Analog or digital? I said analog. Abi? But the fact remains that we need to improve on the older generation. We need to improve on what the likes of Baba Yabo and all of them have done. We should be a younger version of them. On this note, I'm inviting
They have seized my mic. I have since lost in the euphoria of the message delivered by Dr. Mwewa. Pay the price to do what? But you understand the two different the price mentioned there, right? Okay. Alright. That said, we would revisit that soon and very soon. But right about now, I think we've been too calm and quiet because they have so left us in a sober, reflective mood that most of us begin to think that, hey, where I want to start from? Don't worry. They have said it, I can help you now. So, ladies and gentlemen, somebody wants to remind us that you should please hold on. It won't be long. It will be your turn. And the turn now is now. We are presenting to you. Just hold on. By Draw, featuring Two-Face, to be sung by Frisky Black. A round of applause for him, please. Round of applause for Frisky Black, please. Welcome on stage, Frisky Black, to present Just Hold On.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Frisky Black, and I will be performing Hold On. But before my performance, I want to say this thing. The Bible said something Psalm 121, he said, I will lift up my eyes to the hill. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. No matter what you're passing through, just believe. Stay focused. Do not listen to anybody. And I pray today that the same grace that I speak for the little girl of success and Mr. Spell's Academy will speak for you today in Jesus' mighty name, I pray.
Back up. I want to do back-to-back eating. Yes, back-to-back. Let's do this right away, please, right away. We just listen to Hold On by Drop featuring Two Face. Now, we've held on. We want to be reminded that Aye Ole. Aye Ole, and that will be delivered by David ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen. Abe. Okay, Abe is doing this.
Delivered by.
Abe is doing Aye Ole. I wanted to cough me. Abe, you look beautiful. Yes. She said you're beautiful.
wonderful. Debbie, that was awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Debbie, doctor said if you are not, if you are not individually engaged, me, I am not individually engaged. Yes, let's go. Sorry, we are officially engaged. I said that out of him first. You, Mama. Obiwale. Is that song? Is the music in it? So, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Femi Chacha said, Bwazizi, no, don't stop this mood. It has to be 3 back to back. Before I now bring Shetty Jirara on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let us do this. Cool Temper by J. Martin to be submitted and so by my own boy himself. Give it up. Oh, welcome, brother man. Welcome, brother man. You look good already. So no, I'll have Cool Temper. Over to you.
His temper is already cool. I love this back to back.
My God.
You may not know Jesus. Now when today happen, why you worry?
I know this is time where some of us might be considering MC time to fair man low. Please spare me that time. I'm about rushing it down. And this is driving home. We are driving home now. We are driving home. And so, may I invite to this side of the house straight away the moderator himself. As we be taking charge of this segment, I want to see how this will roll because I need to sit down and hear my boss himself take center stage. Please welcome himself, Femi Emmanuel. Femi Chacha to the top table. Round of applause for him, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And to be on the hot seat. Now, I'm asking you on the hot seat. The Abet on the hot seat. To be on the hot seat, who do we have?
Dele Fagboyo, the Ajirebi man.
Yes, he's a Nollywood actor, a co-host of Ajirebi program, he's a director, he's everything media and entertainment. A round of applause as I invite Dele Fagboyo.
He's also an OA.
He's also an OAP. Thank you so much. No, I never lost it too. Timothy Ayeni, thank you so much for honoring my invitation. God bless you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be stepping aside as we've been listening to the Emperor himself. Yes, so please, Emperor, we are in for you for this. But please, sir, we'll make a cool temper there. Take it down and consider body. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, my backup was set. And I want to give you one hot one. Very quickly. Oh, I have been waiting for this. Ask me what is it?
Really, what is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, that arrow I didn't blow you, but I didn't blow grammar. When I sit up today, hey, Alabi, I didn't quit you. Hey, like I this time around, she logged on. I bet she has me to my Dura Tonita. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, by Toke Alabi to be presented a song by
Tiwa Tope.
Round of applause for Tiwa Tope, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. God bless you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tiwa Tope and I will be taking Ami by Tope Alabi. As you listen, may you be blessed.
Thank you.
he failed to mention your name, that you need to go to the studio right about now. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have? We need to step aside.
Yes, we are leaving you in the hands of Mr. Femi Emmanuel Chacha
and the boss himself. Right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, while we are planning to draw home or drive to the end, please, we have our little red carpet outside. So spare us to the end of the program. We need to take you on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss it. So please, no one is well, so you don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss the red carpet experience.
Thank you so much. Over to Mr. Chacha and thank you so much. Briefly, we'll be doing this. I want to appreciate those that have stayed back this long. I celebrate you. Please celebrate yourself. Please celebrate yourself. How many of you have been following online? We'll be streaming this live online. You'll be following. You can send me friend requests. Now, some people accused me in the hall while I was walking down that I've been very partial. I've been giving out opportunities to people from my team or people I know. The truth is that relationship is very important. In fact, even though some people were identified by the guests that actually gave us some opportunities, but relationship is important so that you don't soil my own image too. So we have several online platforms. We have our WhatsApp platforms where we do seminars, where we do a lot of things. But I think some members of my team, please celebrate members of my team. Please celebrate them for me. I think, is Mr. Obakon still around? He has left. Okay. Okay, let's do this briefly. There's a twist. He's used to interviewing people on his show. But right now, I'm the one interviewing the interviewer. So please celebrate Mr. Dele Fagoyo for me, please celebrate. Very, very down to earth man. I'm so humbled by what you've achieved. There's something that is cooking, but I've been seeing that a lot on your social media handles, but we'll not talk about that. Thank you for agreeing to give 3 people opportunities in any of the list. I know that I can mention a lot of celebrities that you actually do their videos. They do video stuff, so I know that you can help me do that. I want something that it's not carry paper and pass. Or I know you know what I want. We call it waka pass. Waka pass. I don't want waka pass rule. I want rule that they will say, thank God, Mr. Dele came to youth right now. This is the reason why. And then, Mr. Abiodun Mabadeje, you are into acting too, sir. So you've seen him, I mean. You will say that, but that will not be on my. I know him very well, but it will not be part of the 3. So I will do follow up. But those 3, he has done a lot of soap operas with Papa Jasper and company and love that he has the platform. Yeah, but there are some that have not gotten that platform at all. That I know they've been doing well in church stuffs. So aside that, sir, you want to blow gaga as a youth in the entertainment industry. 3 things that is most important. You want to blow jaga like somebody, the dancing senator. You just blow jaga. Sir, 3 things that you think the person should count very, very important.
Okay, the first thing is know yourself. If you know who you are, then you will know what you want. That leads me to the second one. And then the third one is to remain humble. See, with humility, the sky is not just the limit. It's just the beginning of milestones for you. We find out over time that a lot of our people, we want to blow, and then a little stardom will come in, and then you feel you have arrived. And that is where arrogance comes in. That is where pride comes in. That is the fastest way to you coming down. But if you remain cool-headed, remain humble, then the top is waiting for you.
Please celebrate him for that. That's very, very important. Now, I asked you for 2 TV interviews and 3 people for movies.
That's 5 already.
That's 5 already. Please clap for him, and he has agreed to do that for me. Thanks so much, boss. Now, my second question. I hope this thing is live, I mean. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Now, my second question, boss. Yes. my boss, I've got to realize that some people in the industry, they stay there for a very long time. And some people, they come, they blow, jaga. And all of a sudden, the fire just goes off like that. Please, for those that are upcoming and are listening to you, I know how many years you've been in the industry.
sincerely speaking. And I know how G-Raby on DSTV, African Magic is doing well, doing so well, and you've been very, very consistent. What is the key, please?
What would you rather be? A flash in the pan or an evergreen actor? You see, it depends on why you have come into the industry. If you have come in for the money, if you have come in for the instant fame, yes, it will come. But if you have come in for the job itself, the love of the job, you remain evergreen. So that is why at times you see a lot of our people, they come in with money, they do it, they blow. After 3-4 years, they are doing other things. But then you see some actors, not be say them blow, but they are still relevant in it. Which would you rather be? A flash in the pan or an evergreen actor? And now to the young and coming, I don't like using the word upcoming. Okay. Young and coming actors, aspiring actors, let me use that word now. We mentioned something now, Waka Pass. See, I started with that Waka Pass. And I said something when I was going for that location. Even if not to just waka like this I would do. Now only me then go see inside the movie. And that was what happened to me. Really. So some of us would like, no, how many scenes am I coming to do? It is not about doing 30 scenes or playing lead roles. We have seen people that played lead in movies and we don't even remember them. And we have seen people that played just one scene and people keep talking about them till tomorrow. So for me, I would advise, take it anyhow it comes your way. But hold on to that thing I told you. Your resolve to succeed in it. Your determination to push. Because those times will come. You want to be discouraged. You want to say, no, this is not for me. But hey, I tell you, you have found yourself in this situation, not by mistake, but because God has ordained for you to be there. So I charge you this evening to continue to hold on to that resolve. Don't be tired and keep pushing.
Please celebrate him for that. Celebrate him. Thank you so much, sir. One more question before we take a shot, and I know it's actually on the minds of very young people. If you are multi-talented, we have a generation of people that they are multi-talented and they don't know which one will make them blow. So they end up doing too many things at the same time and they end up having nothing to show for it. Funny enough, there are so many of them that what they now really love is not even bringing the money. So they are caught there in a fix. And I don't know if I'm speaking the mind of somebody. They want to know how I can do this, I can do that. But all of these things is not bringing me money. How can I determine which of these things I should concentrate on and blow jagam?
Persistence. Keep identifying that thing you want to be. It all boils down to the things I said earlier. See, there's nothing bad in trying your hands out at other things. Sure, you understand? A lot of people say jack of all trades, master of all. No, that's lies for me. As long as your hands are not idle, if you keep pushing, if you keep believing in what you have, if you keep believing in the works of your hand, the money might not come now, that breakthrough might not come now, but if you believe, it will definitely come.
Thank you so much, sir. I think I have 3 more minutes, and let me quickly say this. We in our team, we are working on doing what do they call this? Some of these skits, but we'll be targeted at the new Nigerian mentality. And while we try to do some publicity to gather the right hands for that, it will continue to it's something that will come as very often, I think quickly, probably once in every week. We will need your support as regards brainstorming, as regards directing, as regards cameras, not for free really, but at least to give us that leverage. There are so many of them that are here that are actually interested in acting, and I'm using the opportunity to tell them. And I want to just
after assembling that, I want to just step aside, be by your side, and help us see that this thing comes to limelight. This thing becomes a popular thing, and so many people become blessed because of such ideas. Sir.
My doors are always open. Like I told you, I wouldn't be here if I don't believe in what you guys are doing. You see, if you look at the number of people in this hall, if it were to be a show, a jamboree, a concert like a Two-Face or something is coming here, this place will be jam-packed. But then the very few ones that are here, you are the lucky ones, really. Put your hands together for yourself. You have found yourself here because you are meant to be here. See, I see it's there. I see it's there. I see it. And I want these people to be the people to cause that there. And when it comes, your name will never be forgotten.
Amen. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
This is very, very unusual. I'm used to asking the questions, but I'll take it like that. I was going to say your Agbada reminds me of Ebuka.
What about my own?
Oh, princess.
Thank you. My Oga. Yes. My Oga.
Don't mind my laughing. That is the key. Thank you so much, boss. See you on that station right away. I'm happy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for your kind love and